All right, everybody, coming in for your first set of the Gexey Academy 20.5. We have a familiar face that we've seen before in this bracket. Top 8'd a couple of times, always going in with that command grab. ElMosco, you know, love to see him around, love to see him. But PulverizerX, somebody I've seen inside of bracket discords, trying to get better, trying to learn this game. It's so great to see them here in an academy that I used to call home myself. But ElMosco getting that mix started, 50 meter, over 100, goes for a big reversal super. May doing so much damage in these situations, calls out the super. Big 5'8's gonna be able to break the wall here and just tap you 2 or 3 times and takes the round.
Strong stuff there from Pulverizer, already playing very hot with that counter hit 5H. ElMosco showing you how willing he is to send it on that 100 tension. Definitely the people's champ, depending on who you ask. I like that 4-framer pushback from May here, able to block the same side as well. And it was a just block, so you know it was on that reaction. ElMosco trying to keep that rope going, but great match from Pulverizer getting out the corner.
Going for that BRC here, trying to reclaim some momentum, some aggression on their side. But look at how Pulverizer is playing neutral, trying to use those big buttons, trying to use that 5H, those 5Ps, making sure that it's so hard for ElMosco to get in. Bursting on that first hit, doesn't want to let ElMosco get any kind of thing going, any momentum on their side. 3K gonna get the Roman canceled, tries to bait the burst but isn't holding back, gets a big Mr. Dolphin in neutral. That's not the name of that move. A Totsugeki in neutral is gonna be able to take this first round.
Now this is going to be a quick game either way, depending on who's going to take it. ElMosco definitely going to get you by that death of 1,000 cuts, but some quick cuts, man. Pulverizer, of course, we're playing that May, that counter hit 5H going to be blowing up any character nowadays in Strive, especially the one with the lowest HP. So we'll see, still close in that last round right there. Actually, both rounds were pretty close, but that's how the game unfolds sometimes. Going to this second one, may see some reservations here from ElMosco. Maybe he'll just keep holding that W key, I'm not sure. Pulverizer going to be fishing for those counter hits, I bet.
Oh yeah, especially whenever you're a character like Chipp, you have to play at those ranges. I mean, being able to whiff punish and kind of make characters like May that have those very committal buttons whenever they're matching them in neutral pay is really great. But whenever you're in a situation like Pulverizer, you're getting a big counter hit, you're bound to get a burst out. Now ElMosco starting to pressure inside the corner. What a smart match out there by Pulverizer. Gets a big anti-air hit. Oh no, this is going to be an optimal combo starter. Gets the 5H, but it doesn't convert into the combo that we'd like to see. Representing that 6P, goes for the beta blade, gonna get that cross up, and now we're just poking again, trying to get that neutral presence started, but Pulverizer's having none of it, just going for a big match.
I mean, this is gonna be a really scrambling matchup. You're seeing it from both these players right here. I mean, also the first match of the day, man, I'm just gonna call it out. You know, there's gonna be some spaghetti combos. That's just the way it is. Any tournament's gonna be like that. Maybe see some drops here and there. But the scrambles definitely benefits both of these characters. We'll have to see who comes out on top. And Pulverizer definitely not scared to press that 5P. Able to get out of the corner many times, keep things going. ElMosco has resources here, but not a lot of HP.
Oh, but just sending it on that full screen super. You know, we see them do that a lot, whether it be in the middle of pressure, whether it be in the middle of defense, using it like a reversal or a call out tool. But Pulverizer able to make the most of it here, take that game and kind of get themselves a lot of momentum right now. ElMosco is definitely one of the stronger players in this bracket so far, and Pulverizer showing that they can stand up, showing that they got a strong chance, and you love to see it.
Definitely a really strong start here. We'll see if ElMosco has some reservations in terms of how we're playing coming up here. I mean, definitely want to keep that APM high. You've been seeing it a lot already. ElMosco going off of the clash cancels into more 6Ps. Pulverizer, of course, having those disjointed normals is going to give a lot of opportunities for those clash cancels. ElMosco doing a little bit of a character swap. I'm not familiar with the ElMosco to Goriyuki. We'll have to see how it unfolds here. Pulverizer been very strong on this May. We'll see if they can change, or rather, let's see if they need to change anything going into this next character.
I mean, a very different kind of course of action whenever switching from a character like Chipp to a character like Nago. You know, whenever they're at low blood, has a decent little bit of chunk to them, but whenever you're at that high blood situations, whenever you're trying to get that mix off, whenever you're trying to put characters like May under very heavy situations and heavy mental stacks, it can be hard. But Pulverizer getting a perfect here, showing that that blood gauge, showing that that mix doesn't matter, and doing it in quick fashion too.
Pulverizer knowing their round starts against the Nago as well. ElMosco not going to hold that for free though. Pulverizer still wants to keep that turn going. You can kind of afford to spend that burst early, just like Pulverizer did if you want to try to keep that corner pressure a little too slow on the super, so ElMosco gets a chance to fight out with this slash sequence.
Now just getting that DP, continuing the combo, but now we're at such high blood, we have to play at distance. 3K though, gonna let us get in. 5P is gonna come out. Such a fast normal, and now look at this again. Look at how patient Pulverizer is playing, but a big counter hit. Gonna use that Beyblade to get in, continue the combo. Far/Rekka, gonna keep the sequence going. Get some pressure started, has Roman cancel, but doesn't decide to use it. Playing the poke war, and ElMosco finally gets something on the board, getting some of that momentum back and showing that they're not going to be ran over.
I like that. ElMosco knowing the guillotine slash going to be able to deal well with that 5H that Pulverizer likes to put you on that round start. Keeping it simple out here too, man. There's a lot of these slash sequences. We got the Beyblade combo after, a little slow on that one, but we're still able to get Pulverizer to the corner, and that's going to be enough. Guillotine slash dealing a lot of damage here. Only one more interaction, but Pulverizer does have some resources to fight with.
I mean, you know, ElMosco's doing a great job here, kind of just making Pulverizer come to them. Because whenever you're a high blood like that, it can be so easy to just not really let anybody in. Gets the walk-up throw, doing a little bit of aura farming here. Doesn't have a dash like they would on Chipp, but getting a game here. Could this be a start of a reverse sweep?
We'll see, man. Pulverizer definitely going to have to play differently against the Nagoriyuki than you do against the Chipp, right? Because against the Chipp, you have a lot of opportunities to press those 5-framers. You can kind of fish for those counter hit 5Hs as you please, because even when Chipp does get those hits, gets those hard knockdowns, if you're getting counter hit, it's not that much damage is what I'm trying to get at. But if you're getting hit with counter hit far slash by Nagoriyuki, you're going to die. So we'll see how Pulverizer changes things up here.
You know, and we haven't seen them pop yet. Granted, that was one game, but being able to manage your blood so efficiently is so great for a matchup like this, especially whenever one hit from a character like Mei can send you through the wall or have you dead. But we're gonna see a blood pop here, but jumps into the air, gets hit by that 5H. There's gonna be so much damage going on the screen. Counter hit Totsu Geki, but no, it doesn't have the combo to finish.
This is a pretty big super, but not big enough. Pulverizer still able to get in. Needs one more interaction, one more piece of mix. ElMosco did buy some time with that 2K2D, but Pulverizer confirming that counter hit to that run up kiss. We're on set point. Still have burst to play with as well. Still fishing for those 5Hs, but ElMosco showing you that guillotine slash has its uses.
Big 6H here to start out the round. You know, we've seen so many different round start options represented by Pulverizer, but it seems like they kept getting caught by that 6H. Command throw gonna throw you into the corner, running that strike throw game, but not afraid to back throw ourselves. Oh, we get one bite. Going in for a close slash meaty setup, but the reversal super gonna come out from Pulverizer. Backing up, sending out the clone, has the Beyblade into the Fukio, gonna keep going forward. Another big far slash counter hit, gonna be able to kill ElMosco. Not out of it yet, even though Pulverizer is still on set point.
Counter hitting, getting that run up throw after ElMosco. Actually going to be sent to the wall because Pulverizer having that 5K wild assault route, definitely an awesome one. Having to spend that resource, but able to get 2 wall breaks here back to back, this time with the hard knockdown to boot. Pulverizer trying to end this set. ElMosco needs a chance to fight back.
Now we're in such a bad spot here. You gotta spin the burst, but Pulverizer ends up baiting it now. Gonna send through the wall and take the set 3-1 with a perfect.
All right, y'all, we got Yuri on the screen. Any Maybury fans out here? It's going to be NoobiBoobi up against Gexey. Really strong start there with that blue wild assault. Gexey going to burst you back. We're going to see how this toxic relationship unfolds. Trying to keep things going with that wild assault. Gexey here in the corner, but far slashing out.
I mean, getting a chance, you know, we're seeing Mei once again on stream, and we've already seen from Pulverizer how great this character is at punishing even the slightest mistakes, getting big counter hits, getting big counter pokes, and now NoobiBoobi is stuck in the corner, gonna get that return of the killing machine, kind of pushing you back to neutral, pushing you back to exactly where Bridget wants to be, trying to get some of that yo-yo pressure set up, but the big 5H, oh, it doesn't get the conversion like you want it, but gets another big hit. Has the meter to continue the combo, and now we're one interaction away from both these characters. Has the chance to get a big counter hit, and the toxic Yuri is looking real toxic right now.
And yeah, pay attention to the fact that Gexey used their burst very early on in that last round, already has it back, right? So you could potentially see another burst here from Gexey in this round alone to try to keep that advantage going. Of course, Noobi has some cool setups here on this Bridget, but if Gexey is 50 meter, gets a counter hit, you're going to get blown up. You're seeing it happen a lot here. Good stuff there, Noobi fighting out the corner.
Oh yeah, and being a chance to get a rock the baby there, gonna start this pressure, gets a big charge dust, and now we're gonna do the combo. We got these on us. Positive bonus is gonna be big for this kind of situation. You know, as you know, a past Bridget player yourself, meter really does matter for this character and really opens up the options for mix, especially whenever you're able to secure rounds like that because of the meter.
Yeah, if you can spend that 50 meter to get the knockdown and then let the yo-yo do the Oki for you, that's definitely a really good strategy. We're even up in rounds right here. Noobi will have that burst to fight back with, but you already saw that Noobi is more willing to spend it on the blue Wild Assault, but if you can't get the hit, you won't get the chance. Gexey able to bait that burst there for a second, wasn't close enough for the 2H, needs one more interaction to take it, but the DPs are going crazy.
Oh yeah. Getting a chance to kind of swing the tides of a volatile matchup back to your side, because while yes, Mei does have a 4-frame 5P, does have a reversal super, whenever you're getting big hits like that, whenever you're getting those burst baits, it really making it hard for characters like Mei to compete.
Both these characters having interesting jump normals as well. We all know that Mei has those unfuckwithable buttons in the air. We do have some decent range with the JH and the multi-hitting JS from NoobiBoobi. So right there, that's what I think is what we're trying to represent there for a second, but the air-to-air goes into Mei's favor always. Now that was still the last round situation for us. We'll see how it pans out right here. Noobi, if we can keep those Okies rolling, if we can get one hit into a blue Wild Assault, that's going to be all we need. There it is right here that started off. Ukio Gexey with some good defense to start off, but you can't block forever.
Oh yeah, especially versus one of these characters that kills you like Chipp, like we saw last set, where it's a death by 1,000 cuts, where you want to get them into that pressure, where you want to get them up, down, left, right, hit as many times as possible. But the YRC going to come out from NoobiBoobi, wanting to keep this pressure going, don't want to let Gexey get anything started, and now we're going to save that burst, take it to next round, kind of restabilize, get ourselves back in this set.
Noobi has some strong plays. Gexey, however, showing you that red Wild Assault's strength, taking Noobi here to the corner, threatening the wall breaks if we get those interactions to go all the way through. Noobi with a confident burst here, and I mean, it's paying off. We got the counter hit far slash right there. Gexey probably looking for a throw situation. Definitely doing everything but blocking, but nice job picking up that super.
Conversion!
Yeah, I don't see that every day.
That was insane, actually. Wow. Going in for a big JD here. Counter hit gonna happen, but Gexey has the burst to keep it going, able to get the YRC out. The rock the baby's gonna whiff. We have the meter, connects with a 3K, gonna be able to break the wall here, but doesn't even need to. Gonna take that round and even up that set, or even up that round count. That conversion is sick.
Yeah, no, for real. That super is does have some cool interactions, or rather some cool ways to pick up after, but they are very niche. Noobi showing you one of them, the behind the back. These counter hits going crazy. Noobi using the Wild Assault to try to keep that conversion going. Probably wanted the close slash and the far slash there a second ago. Tried to go for that wall break, but Gexey was able to tech back off. These Rock the Babies are definitely they're a blessing and a burden, Ukio, right? Because they hit, but when they don't hit, oh man, do we get messed up.
Oh boy, do things get hard. I mean, now we're going for the BRC, gonna reestablish ourselves, make Gexey, wow, have to block, and now we're stuck in the Bridget vortex, and now NoobiBoobi gonna even up that set count 1-1. You know, as sets like this happen, especially whenever you're playing a character like Bridget that's so frail, that has to make so many right decisions to be able to take the course of a match, especially versus a character like Mei, with her being Japanese, having that high guts, it really does make things hard for you. So it's great to see NoobiBoobi evolving over time and kind of changing how they play defense. That's one thing that I'm really liking that I'm seeing.
We'll see how it keeps unfolding, man. Strong stuff from both of our players. That 2S on the round start. That 2S definitely a hard call out normal on the round start. Going for the lows off of the yo-yos. breaking some walls out here. Noobi, I'm gonna keep it real. Noobi has always been having these great starts. It's almost like we get a little confident, and then Gexey gets a good counter hit to pay it back off. We'll see if that's how this round's gonna unfold. Right now, it's the Bridget show.
Oh yeah, you know, they had that amazing, or Gexey had that amazing comeback in that first game to take that first round, and it looked like it really threw NoobiBoobi off. But now we're back in a situation here where we're exactly where we want to be on Bridget, at that mid to far screen range, kind of getting a chance to set up those pokes. But what a great jump in. The DP gonna come out, call out the counter poke, and now we're trading counter hits left and right. Tries to go for something at 3K though. We're forced to block. That's unsafe. Gets the grab, has the pull in, and now NoobiBoobi is gonna take that round. Such great stuff from them, but Gexey still does have burst on their side.
Oh, I love how Noobi showed you the JP right there. Just a really quick air-to-air to try to compete with Gexey, but the 5H's even calling out the DP's clash canceling, trying to go for another, but that is a multi-hitting DP. I forgot how many hits it is, Ukio. 4, I think. So able to still fight through. Gexey getting anti-air close slash, man. Nothing makes my blood boil more as a player, Ukio, than getting anti-aired by close slash. I don't know how you feel about that.
Hey, I play a character with a close slash anti-air. Slayer,
Yeah.
he just be uppercutting. He be uppercutting.
Exactly, bro. I know you love it.
I'm not gonna lie, I love Gexey just kind of running up and mashing 5H, especially like in clash cancel situation. It's like the Lioness does not worry about clashes. We only 5H.
Yeah, I mean, and here's the funny thing about mashing that 5H. If it does clash, another one's going to follow you right back up.
Oh.
Like right there. Oh my gosh. Good stuff right there from Gexey, but Noobi was ready with the burst. Oh, no way. Oh, man. Oh,
what?
dog.
Oh, that combo was sick.
Yeah, if we kept that one going, that would have been crazy. We're fighting back here right now. Let's see if we can keep it going.
I mean, and now getting that shoot, breaking the wall. Gexey, though, has so many resources on their side. Gets a big counter hit, has the 3K, gonna get the conversion, gonna be able to stick to the wall here, maybe even kill the charge. Look at how little health is available on NoobiBoobi right now. Goes for the 3K, has a chance here to try and get something started. Burst gonna come out. We're one interaction away. So close for both characters. Scooter gonna get a big hit here on the side of Gexey, and now 2-1, but things are still looking good for NoobiBoobi, I'd argue. Things are still looking great.
That's where the 4-framer helps you out, man. Strong stuff there from Gexey. Well-timed burst. I like how Noobi was using that JH from downtown. A little high on the JD. So unfortunately couldn't link into the 2K after. That was Noobi's fastest option, so they definitely picked correctly. Right, but Gexey with the 5-framer, the 4-frame 5P after. Maybe, I don't mean the backseat, maybe you could have DP'd there, maybe. Which would have been that would have been a Hotashi-ass play on the Bridget, by the way, going for the DP as the last hit. But strong stuff from both those players, man. We're going down to the last interaction every time. I would definitely be proud to be either player in this set so far.
Oh, run up DP. I think they were listening. G. Maybe trying to get that, but gets the reset into the rock, the baby. Hard knockdown gonna happen. Tries to go for a big hit, and we're swinging that thing. Making that anchor do our taxes right now. Return of the Killing Machine isn't gonna get the wall break, though.
Oh my god, dude. Buff Bridget, bro. What the hell? I thought they actually fixed that, too. That is so crazy. So the wrong side close slash, unfortunately. I love that from Gexey, though. Still pressing the 5P in a lot of these interactions, not holding any of this fake Bridget stuff, and that's what you got to do for the anti-Bridget, right? You have to be willing to press that 5P, those quick buttons to keep her from rolling on you for free, but Noobi has the round advantage right now.
I mean, and definitely has the momentum on their side, even though they are down 2-1 at this point. Gets a big jump in, but gets the knockdown. This is exactly what you want. Getting a chance to get this mix, trying to restart it over and over. Shoot, gonna get the burst down. We're in a great spot, except when we're getting hit by 5H's.
Ooh, this is some good routing here from Gexey. Bringing the Bridget to the corner, holding up right there. The far side's coming out. Dude, I'm honestly mad respect to Noobi saying, yo, you got to figure out this DP, homie, because I'm going to keep doing it on you until you do. I love the cross up, JD. The Gexey back into the corner. The blue wall assault right here to keep fighting against this Mei. The Yuri is toxic. The roll comes back after that wild assault setup. We're going to game 5, Ukio.
Oh yeah, and you know, for a set like this, I don't think I'd have it any other way. It's been so close every single game where it feels like any player can take it. Even though Gexey has gotten a little bit more on the winning side for these two games that they have gotten on their side, it was only a matter of time before NoobiBoobi caught up.
Here we go.
That name.
I've said it before, and I'm not just saying it to be a fence sitter, bro. If you're on either side of the screen right now, definitely be proud of how this set has gone. We'll see how it goes. Counter hit forward slash, getting a soft knockdown here on Noobi, representing that DP first before we spend that burst. I like that because Noobi loves keeping the burst for the blue wild assault like you saw right there, but Gexey was ready to burst back out of the corner.
I mean, in Gexey, bursting early rather than late, knowing that even if they do end up getting put in bad situations by NoobiBoobi, like getting counter hit with a 2H, that it won't be so bad. I mean, they gotta kill with 1,000 cuts. They've got to do a lot of interactions and be able to chip down such a high amount of health. And with the way that meter gain is in this game right now, it's gonna be such a great thing for them. Already at 50 burst back, but NoobiBoobi is making it look great. Just block gonna happen. BRC to catch the backdash, and now NoobiBoobi, while they were down 2-1 at one point in time, is now on set point.
And this May is trying to get in right here. Noobi is fighting back. The counter hit. JD is going to start things off for us. I like that 5D route. Oh my god. Okay, sometimes you can link the 2K after there, but Noobi said, hey, I don't need that. I just need to take you to the wall. I'm going to shoot you into it, and the 6H is going to get me the break. We're here on set point for this Bridget, but Gexey was ready for the burst.
And now we've got a lot of working back up here to do. You know, whenever they're in this advantage, it's so hard, but a charge dust is going to be able to get it straight. But oh no! All right, everybody, coming in here with your next game for the Geek League Academy 20.5. We have a top 8 qualifier. Scary Larry, somebody that we've seen in top 8 before. I know I've seen them on loser side a couple of times, maybe trying to fish for that winner's side. Going up against Robin on that Geo, somebody I haven't seen a lot, but definitely a formidable player if they were able to get into this top 8 position. Going up for that throw, but it doesn't end up working. Gets the cross up, and we get a conversion. It's a little bit of a pop-up, running that strike throw, something that Geo is so strong with. Gonna break the wall, has 100 meter, all that burst. We're in a great spot right now for Robin.
I mean, Scary Larry, from what I understand, definitely has the ABBA combos, right? We get those good hits in the install form, then we're going to try to break the wall with them, but Robin playing that Giovanna, a character that's going to force some of these beginners to deal with that strike throw, to deal with that stagger pressure. Sometimes the shimmy back far slash can be very violent. Robin able to take that first round. Larry still active in this baby ABBA, which you got to be good with if you're playing this character, and is now getting started once we get the install. Robin had the burst.
Going for that 2H there, you gotta end up bursting. Bursting will get you into a great spot here, making Scary Larry have to dedicate all that Jealous Rage. Gets the burst out, but now we have no resources. We're bone dry on the side of Scary Larry, and Geo is one of those characters that's a lesson in how plus frames and frames in general can be important to a character. Being able to go for that really interesting mix and being able to go for these great buttons. That 2D gonna catch us there. We have 100 meter on the side of Robin, gonna get the super to break through the wall, and thought it might have killed, but it doesn't end up killing. We're going through the wall.
This Microsoft PowerPoint won't keep us down, Uthio. We fight no matter what our office license is. Scary Larry, looks like we need one more hit here.
Oh, that's a safe
are we blocking? Oh, the Chipp! Oh, they're winner!
but
the interaction!
Oh, gets the far slash, gonna be able to get the kick in the 5H. Such a great button for ABBA. Keep Scary Larry out of death's way. Such a crazy interaction. So close for both sides.
Man, nothing's going to stop this slideshow. We're going to keep fighting if we can make it happen. Scary with this 50 tension. Gets that OTG on the 2H because it was an OTG. He couldn't get the top kick after. Robin with a very active 2D, able to call out Larry here, spending that YRC, trying to get in. So active in the 2S, gets the counter hit on the other side.
Such a great counter hit. Stops cross-up, stops jump-ins, but now Robin is on the offensive, and now we're having to back away for Scary Larry, but a 6P out of that forced uninstall is going to make us go back on the defensive, but a 2P 4-framer fast comes out. Scary Larry, while they were definitely on the back foot there and almost lost that first game, is going to end out coming into this set 1-0.
Strong stuff right there, man. That's all I got to say.
You know, with how Robin was representing Reversal Super, it was a very meaty thing to press there, understanding that they didn't have the meter to even go for it in the first place, while it may have looked like it. I am... Big 5K going for down backing, trying to buy as much time as they can. Burst, gonna go straight into the go into the install. 5JH cross up, gonna end up hitting, but we're out of rage. Walks into the Donzai though. Maybe wanted to try and punish, but we get a big 2H counter hit. Things are looking great for Scary Larry right now.
Yeah, and Robin showing the 5P anti-air. That's a pretty, advanced tactic, I'd say, or at least past the academy. Using those good 5Ps, the anti-air can get some pretty good conversions after Larry. Going to get this run up. Donzai loves using that option here when we're in that jealous rage. The wall break won't be enough. Robin with tension to fight with here on this side.
I mean, not only that, but 100 tension, and it matters so much for Geo, but the far slash going to come out. Such a great counter poke on the side of Abba, and now Scary Larry is gaining a lot of momentum, and that's something you don't want a character like Abba to do. With enough momentum, she can snowball, not only in the Jealous Rage form like we're seeing now, but also in that normal mode too. The pressure might be different, the goals of the character might be different, but it's still strong nonetheless. Gonna get us a big wall break here, 50 meter on our side.
Tentacles come out, going for that OTG 2P after. Scary's got you here in this corner, but the burst is coming out. Robin fighting back, trying to get some wolf kicks as well. Red RC after the Rekka. Larry's going to be able to seal it out with this hop kick.
Going for that hop kick and may have had 50 meter on your side, but Robin, one thing that Abba is great at doing is enforcing that mental stack, is great at making you have to hold not only plus frames, but also manipulating situations where she would be minus, like after a tilt or after a Rekka 1 in Jealous Rage, and making it into RPS points with that amazing backdash that she has. So being able to represent all your options can really make it hard to know when you should be reversal supering, when you should be mashing, what buttons you should be mashing. It's such a hard matchup to grasp. Okay, here, Scary Larry coming out, getting a big tilt, but doesn't go for a combo. She could definitely break the wall there, but getting the burst out of Robin. You're running low on Jealous Rage right now. Gets a big Roman cancel, sees it, gets the Rekka pushing to the wall, but doesn't elect to go for a reinstall. Able to get the wall break, has 100 rage on your side, all your burst. Goes for the FD flicker to try and get some crazy mix going, but ends up putting themselves on set point.
Got this Donzai on the run up, using that Jealous Rage effectively, has that hop kick linked to the 5K after. Scary getting a lot of damage here. Robin will have that burst on the other side.
Goes for a big close slash there to try and pick up the combo, but now we're holding down back. You can only be so patient right now. Gets a big burst bait, doesn't have a lot of rage left, but doesn't even need it. In that gapless string there was no time to transform, and Scary Larry qualifying for top 8 on winner's side 3-0. All right, going into another top 8 qualifier of the Gexey Academy 20.5. We have Arashi coming in here on the Kai, somebody that we've seen all over the beginner scene. We've seen them in Gambits, we've seen them in Ban, we've seen them in the Gexey Academy itself, making top 8s before. Great to have them back on here. But on the other side, we have Cherry Creamsicle, such a strong Kai that, again, we've seen all over the community. I know I have a lot of experiences seeing both these players inside the Gambit, and now it's very back and forth. Going for that Stun Dipper, has the Dire Clot. That's the name of the move. BRC Ford gonna be able to get a block here, has 50 meter to keep the combo going, but a far slash gonna let us get back into this game.
Both these players fighting back with their RC very interestingly as well. Arashi was able to get that counter hit. Cherry got their burst just in time to spend it back. So able to secure that round, even though it was getting kind of close there down to the wire. Arashi, definitely a very strong player here on this Kai. Cherry Creamsicle, we've seen top 8 before. We'll see what they can do here again.
I mean, and now getting a chance here to continue the pressure, kind of backing up. Cherry Creamsicle getting 6 speed. We've seen Arashi represent that they know they can 6P the Foudre arc and that it isn't a free tool. Has the DP combo extension, able to continue it, has the oh wow, the stun dipper second hit picks up there, gets the big OTG, continues the pressure, and now Arashi playing so smart on defense. Burst gets the jump DP bait, but doesn't get a punish off of it.
Stun dipper red RC. We're going to walk Cherry over here. In that combo, the stun dipper fights back, but the second hit doesn't connect. We were a little too far away. Arashi with the Hail Mary DPs coming out.
Big far slash coming out here, and Cherry creamsicle gonna take the first game of the set so incredibly narrow from both sides. It might have been a 2-0, but honestly, it felt like either person could have took it. Things are going great for both players right now. Arashi kind of playing great on defense, calling out Cherry creamsicles, you know, their Foudre arcs, trying their best to not let them get away with his free pressure in the corner, kind of jump backing, throwing those diagonal fireballs. But Cherry creamsicle is just adapting really well, kind of doing a great job at whiff punishing, kind of spacing out Arashi and showing that while their normals are great and how much range they cover and what their hitboxes look like, they're doing a great job at showing that they still have recovery.
Oh, we're trying to go for the burst bait right there. Arashi held back after that close slash hit. Cherry still holding on to that meter. Even though we're here in this corner, if we get a chance to fight back out, the red RC resplat. Arashi going for the resplat right there, actually to no detriment, right? Because Cherry already maxed on that burst, wasn't able to gain more off of the splats. This Riot Milk is going to be sent through on this side. Has the 100 tension to fight back with Cherry creamsicle, only with a little bit of HP. And it won't be on the screen for long. Arashi is the first one to get this round.
You know, Arashi doing a great job there, once again showing that adaptation. And look at this conversion, gonna be able to break the wall. That was clean. That was clean.
Dude, a beginner or not, everyone has a chance to show off, and Arashi loves showing off when he can on this Kai. This character's got some sauce, man. I know we know them as the Shoto, but man, Kai got some sauce. Able to see the burst with the red RC not connecting. Arashi Miruku with a really strong game 2 is going to go ahead and get one on the board.
Oh yeah, you know, Unruly Crowd dairy product doing a great job at making things so hard for Cherry creamsicle. You know, just showing that their hits matter so much, making so much ground up. Whenever they get a close slash, whenever they get a 5K, whenever they just get a stray special with 50 meter. I can't believe I did that. The straight face.
Dude, I'm just gonna be honest. I don't mean to break the fourth wall. We're not talking about this match right now, but Sorrel, friend of the stream, is on a fucking run right now. Sorrel playing crazy right now. I see you, Sorrel. Anyways, okay, back to this match. I love seeing the Kai mirrors, man, because it really just boils down to, can you keep your head in the game? Can you adapt to what your opponent likes to do, especially when you know exactly what their buttons are? We'll see how this match unfolds. Try to get that second hit of the Stun Dipper. Arashi was able to burst between the gaps.
Sorry, I'm still laughing at a really proud dairy product. Being able to get a stun.
What are you laughing at? I missed the joke. I missed the joke.
Unruly Crowd dairy product, Riot Milk.
Unruly Crowd? Unruly?
Unruly, yeah, like, without rules, like...
Like a riot?
Yeah, like a riot.
I'm sorry, man. I'm a boomer, man. I'm 70 years old. We're baiting DPs out here. Try to keep it going with that JK. Arashi, unfortunately, was on the wrong side, but we're getting some throws around. Cherry creamsicle. By the way, wearing that start.gg/SQXL, that is a Carolina tournament, a North Carolina tournament. If you guys want to see me, I'm going to actually be there. Arashi Miruku saying, hold on, where is it at? Start.gg/SQXL for more information. Arashi Miruku purposely staying in this round a little bit longer so we can see that start.gg tag.
And now, getting a big DP there, Arashi able to take that round there, even up the set count, or not set count, round count 1-1. You know, doing a great thing trying to get in here, making these normals and adaptation strikes once again. I'm gonna keep harping on it because it's such an important thing, not only as a bracket player, but in just playing this game in general. You gotta be able to adapt to your opponent, and Arashi's making the most of it, gonna be able to break the wall there as that stun state on side of Cherry Creamsicle and baits a big DP, but doesn't get a full combo, gets the American reset, and is able to close out that round, going up in the set 2-1.
Try to get that DP out. That's the thing, man. When you're playing against literally the mirror match and both characters have the DP, you got to start thinking about, okay, when would I want the DP, right? Like, when would I think that there's a gap? When would I want to not hold this pressure anymore? And then project that onto your opponent a bit. Like, okay, like, I'm setting this thing up. I'm trying to get them hit over here. I got my shock state. I got my Oki coming up. Would I want a DP here? Maybe. Let's see if I can bait it. Strong stuff from both players. We're going to game 4.
Oh yeah, extremely strong stuff, you know, wouldn't have it any other way. Getting that clash on those projectiles, kind of trading out, making neutral back to what we want, and now using these fireballs to control neutral on both sides, and it ends up just canceling out, so we get reset, but a big counter hit confirmed from Cherry Creamsicle. Has the ability to kind of get in there, keep things going. Fireballs coming out from Arashi once again, and now getting a big side switch combo, but doesn't end up breaking the wall.
Unfortunately, these second hits of the stun dippers for both players have not been in our favor, but the counter hit Wild Assault to confirm it after Cherry Creamsicle securing that round. Arashi also having some burst to play with the Wild Assault that you just saw right there on the round start. Counter hitting, but a little too plus off that counter hit. Wasn't able to get the throw. Cherry gonna walk it down with this Fuji arc after baiting that DB.
I mean, the Guilty Gear Strive classic run up whip, and now baiting another DP. Arashi has been so right in calling out what things are going to, or when Cherry Creamsicle is going to DP, breaking the wall here, and wow, Cherry Creamsicle gets a big hit, gonna be able to take to the wall. Arashi is still in such a great place. Positive bonus, still building the meter as they're getting comboed on top of building meter while getting hit. Gets the stray hit, gonna be able to DP, take the round, put themselves on set. Going in here now, continuing this onslaught of Kai pressure. You know, we've seen both these players do such a great job of representing what this character does best, but now gets a big JD combo, tried to convert off of it, but things just aren't going their way. Close slash, gets the Fudra arc, and now gonna be able to break the wall. Arashi, while being on a downturn there for a second, able to lock in, keep things going, and takes the set 3-1. All right, coming in here for your first match of the Gexey Academy 20.5, we have Scary Larry, somebody that we normally see on ABBA, maybe has a secondary for a matchup that might not be too good, but we do have Jack's number 3 fan. Both of these players have been in top 8 before. I know Jack's number 3 fan did just win the Get Good Gambit, a bracket that I'm personally a part of, but Scary Larry has been a strong player for such a long time. Took a break, but came back, and now Jack's number 3 fan is showing how they're going through here. 3 fan breaking the wall with that Deus Ex Machina.
Yeah, Jack's number 3 fan. Gonna call out not the number 2 or the number 1 fan. We are unfortunately climbing those ranks of fandom. So we'll see how far up there we get. Also getting top 8 just last week. You called out about them winning the game, but they just got top 8 at the very last Academy. Scary Larry getting a top 8 previously on that ABBA. My first time seeing the Jacko. Definitely a knowledge check sort of character at this sort of rank, right? Like, she plays the game at a base level different than most other characters do, but so does Happy Chaos, right? So this is definitely an interesting matchup on both sides.
I mean, and while it may be such a matchup check, both of these players are showing that they have the ability to stay in it, that they have the knowledge to a certain degree. Jack's number 3 fan doing a great job getting that close slash, securing the game here. Gonna go up 1-0 in the set. I wonder if Scary Larry, you know, we've seen them representing the ABBA a lot more in these top 8 scenarios, and even whenever they get on stream in pools, but I don't think I've seen them on Jacko at all. So maybe, do you think they might be trying to possibly switch off, go back to that ABBA?
We'll see. We're definitely taking our time here going in between the rounds. I mean, here's the thing, man. I know we talk about matchups here and there. This character doesn't do so well against this character. 6-4s, 7-3s, whatever. But that really only matters on, like, the stages of majors, Evo level events, you know, talking about AWT, gold and platinum level events is where that kind of stuff actually matters. Here, when we're just playing for the love of the game, that stuff doesn't matter. What matters is who wants to win, who knows their character, who has put their time into the matchups. Right now, Jack is going to go ahead and get this wall splat with the gunshot, and Scary Larry will be forced uninstalling on the other side. We do have that 50 tension to fight back with, though.
I mean, getting a nice hit here, getting such a great punish off of that burst. It may not have done as much damage as one would think on another character, but being able to force Scary Larry to use all of that rage while it slowly depletes down. We're in such a great spot here. Gets a 2H confirm, and look at how much rage we build back off of a counter hit 2H. Gonna be able to break the wall, get some of that damage going. The Flake Shield gonna come out. Dawn's Eyes the bullet and hits the recovery afterwards. I love this character. I love this character so much. Going in here with that JS, gonna take us through the wall. 5K, look at these confirms from Jack's #3 fan. Run up Dawn's Eye, nothing like it. 5H, run up Dawn's Eye, nothing like it. But we're out of rage here.
Able to try that 2S. Jack's #3 fan definitely strong with those Abari options with the 2S with the 2P. Scary Larry dancing around these curses very well, I'd say. Jack #3 getting anti-air in that 2S. You got to give Larry credit for that. The anti-air 2S is not a easy thing to do. A very niche normal, but Larry very strong at representing it.
Getting that curse before we break the wall is going to really make it hard for Scary Larry to climb out of the situation, but they're doing such a great job as it is right now. JS going to force you to take the pressure. Goldburst going to give us positive bonus, but running in, flying in fact, with the J2K going to turn us into a pogo stick as we go into next round. Pogo stick gaming. You know, getting that J8 or 5H gonna break the wall here, doing not so much damage, but it's gonna add up soon. Burst gonna put us right back where we want to be. Focus shot gets the guard crush going, being able to get another J2K in, gets the 2K 2D, calls out the burst, and now we're going into game 3 here. Jax doing such a great job at making things, making Scary Larry have to work to get in, and that's something that ABBA does struggle with. Also doing a great job of flying in like a banshee. Put in here.
Ukyo, I love GP Academy.
I do too. Hey, this bracket will always have a soft spot in my heart.
Definitely a fun one. A lot of people, I've been able to see them grow, show up in the scene, and they move on. That's a cool thing, right? It's only a stepping stone. You come out here, you play a couple tournaments, then you go find a good community to be a part of, and that's what this is, right? This isn't supposed to be a place where you stay. It's supposed to be a place where you, you know, get the grind in, get your feet wet, and then maybe you find some friends, maybe you find another community, maybe another tournament, an entirely another Discord server, and that's where you start to plant your feet, start to make a community, start to grow with other people. So definitely love seeing people come in. Right now, Scary Larry trying to get stuff going with that fast RC after. Going to be sending Jack #3 fan through the wall, but we do have so many resources here on the other side.
I mean, 100 rage for ABBA is essentially the same thing as 100 meter for any other character. Going to be able to back out there in 5H. It's such a strong button on this character. It makes poking out basically impossible, and now getting the 2H, starting the combo, letting both hits hit to where it does end up popping in the air, but one combo from Happy Chaos can essentially deplete all your Jealous Rage, and look at Jax there, not willing to kind of let Scary Larry approach, 2S'ing out of the pressure, and now we're gonna get us a nice little wall-to-wall.
Got the Deus Ex as well. I made this joke last night in the, no, when did I make this joke? Oh my god, I can't remember Ukyo, but Lucy's gonna be added to the game just to get Deus Ex Machina through the wall by Happy Chaos. Isn't that gonna be crazy?
Oh, it's gonna be amazing. I can't wait. Can you wait? I can't.
No, it's gonna be awesome, man.
Holy shit.
That was crazy, Larry. What the hell was that, actually?
That's tilt fast PRC. I use it a good bit. It's a great jump scare tool, especially whenever you're talking about Lucy getting sent through the wall with Deus Ex Machina. It's don't.
Shout out to Ukyo putting his glasses up. Actually, Jeek, that was the tilt fast RC. Just let me say that shit is hype, man. That shit is hype.
It is hype, but isn't it also hype knowing what it is and how it works?
Here we go. You know what's working right now is this, oh my god, trying to go for another fast RC overhead, but Jack number 3 fan blocking out a decent bit of this. Dude, okay, yeah, you have to burst at some point. Tentacles coming out.
No, don't FD it. All right, you're minus. Scary Larry's got this.
Don't FD it. Educate me.
Well, you want to jump on the first... you know what? I feel like you're being facetious. Right
I'm not.
now.
I'm being completely genuine. I know you want to jump FD so that you're only minus 5,000 instead of 6,000.
Well, you're minus 9 instead of minus 20, minus 50. But hey, it's better. It's harder to take advantage of the plus frames. And Scary Larry's showing us why it's so important to know that, because they just went up and got a game. It's 1-2. You're gonna come back.
Ukyo, did I misunderstand you? So, because Jack number 3 fan was grounded,
yes,
you were saying don't FD. Is that what you said?
No.
I misheard you then.
Jump I mean, don't stay on the ground.
Okay, I misunderstood.
You're giving them the free 50. The super is plus 49 if you're blocking it on the ground.
Understood.
So the best thing to do is jump in the whenever you see the super flash of the move, hold up back. After the first tentacle hits you FD, it will either push her out or make you fall faster to where you're not as minus.
Understood. Okay. I misunderstood you, but everything Ukyo said was right. My man is the ABBA GOAT, and you're able to learn a little bit from how ABBA is navigating the Happy Chaos matchup by seeing the scary play against Jack number 3 fan. We do have the potential to try to fight back with that counter hit 2S. Is going to get things started. I think Jack was just trying to get some distance here. Honestly, that's kind of the win con here against that baby ABBA, right? No Jealous Rage, very little resources. If you just keep some distance with this positive bonus loop a bit, you don't need to go in, you don't need to nick. You can just shoot them out from that full screen and take that win.
Especially whenever you're in such low rage right now. Goldbreast's gonna give us, but now dunking underneath the key grab for full screen. Able to keep it going into the corner. Maybe thought the first hit of that Rekka was going to wall splat, and Jack's gonna run up and get a throw, putting themselves on set point right now.
Jack's number 3 fan, definitely one of the favorites to try to make it very far in this bracket, and they already look strong here in this winner side top 8. They're going to keep fighting it out if they can, unless Scary Larry has something to say about it. We got our losers filling out as well. Scary Larry able to bait that first with that red RC. We got you in the corner. We got full Jealous Rage to fight with, and I respect that burst. You have all that meter to click back with on this HC, but Jack's defense is so good.
And now just getting a chance to continue in a big 5H. Has the combo, has the meter, gonna be able to get the wall stick, but no, it doesn't use both the hits of the Rekka. The second hit, not afraid to match the 5H though. 2-8's gonna come in clutch it. Scary Larry, they were in a really bad spot there at one point in time. Jack's defense looking close to who they're a fan of, but not able to secure the game there. But now they're able to continue the pressure to J2K, go for the boing boing combo express. Gonna get the Deus Ex Machina to break the wall though.
Full ammo, decent focus. Positive bonus going to help us on the tension front. Scary able to get us into the corner. Jack's number 3 fan not scared to spin that wire. See, I love that air throw after the slowdown. Jack finally got their burst back and is trying to get this win con set up. Low JR on the side of Larry, tried to get in with that air dash, and I don't blame you, but Jack's number 3 fan is going to walk you to the wall, shoot you right through it, and claim their spot up here in winners finals. Strong stuff.
right, everybody, coming in here to your next match of the Gexey Academy 20.5, able to get you a great one here. Arashi, we've already seen once on stream, such a strong Kai, great in the adaptation department, but Wanderer Yoshi, I know what I'm saying, has done a great job to be able to get here, defeating many strong opponents in their path. Talked about them already on stream once, but now we get to see them on stream going in for the mix here. Tried to use meter to get back in this situation, but now we're right back in neutral, but a far slice is gonna get you. That's gonna be Soul's reliable right there.
I think Wanderer Yoshi was someone who ended up following in the Discord during one of our offline streams. So big shouts to Wanderer Yoshi finding us through that offline stream. Guys, we actually host a Gexey offline in Edgewater, Maryland, south of Annapolis at Token NTG. That's Edgewater, Maryland, Token NTG for the offline Gexey here in Maryland. If you guys are interested, come check it out. We got beginners and pros alike. Get to play some friendlies, get to hang out as well. That's where Yoshi found us. And now, like Ukyo said, in top 8 of Gexey Academy, earning their spot in the next Clash reunion.
You know, Clash reunion is such a great thing. I played in one myself, you know, such an important part of being able to get a last hurrah as an Academy player, getting to play with players that you may not have gotten to play with in a while because they either graduated or they've went on and started competing in other tournaments after getting their top 8s or passing the ranking cap. But now we got to get into here. Wanderer is able to get that round, but Arashi able to clap back, has that burst on their side, goes in for the jump in, Dire Clot, and now we're just swinging. We're just swinging. Neutral anything, gets the big DP bait, and now has the Fafnir loops 50 meter on your side, but doesn't like to use it.
And Yoshi playing a very strong Soul right here, guys. I think that was the Dragon install startup there from Arashi, but the BRC slowdown meant Yoshi was able to drift up in 2D your ass. Strong stuff right there, man. I do want to call out that Arashi been playing a lot here in the Discord, looking for in our matchmaking channel with Soul Boob Guy, another Soul player, if not evident by the name. So Arashi does have some experience in this matchup. Admittedly, we don't see too many beginner Souls, Ukyo. It's definitely a weird one, but Yoshi coming out here in the top 8.
I mean, you know, I from like him being the box art character and all, he is a little bit of an unorthodox character, kind of hard neutral to get a grasp of, interesting combo game, and a very straightforward and yet complex pressure sequences. Having to go for that strike throw, not too much high-low, but whenever you're getting big hits like this, that combo structure really don't matter. Super gonna break us through the wall here, get us positive bonus, and we're exactly where we want to be if we're playing Guilty Gear Strive.
Dude, no. Yoshi, the way you're playing, homie, that last round was fucking nuts, dude. You are kind of cracked. I'm gonna keep it 1 million. Arashi definitely gonna have, I'm saying this because I'm a friend of Arashi, has an uphill battle here, but that's how you're gonna start it out. You're gonna get these throws, you're gonna get the shock state applied. You're not gonna give Yoshi too many gaps to fight back with. Just like there, Yoshi was sitting there trying to get something started, maybe with a you know, trying to get under those fireballs, but these FD blocks are pretty crazy. Arashi can't get to open up.
I mean, and not only that, but so smart to not use burst there, not letting Arashi kind of scare you. Get into the strong pressure that they've known for and that they showed once and twice and a third time. DP, though, got their back to the wall, but a far slash going to be able to close out the round there. Arashi able to make that climb back.
Not just a far slash, Ukyo, it was the 2P mash first. You saw that from Arashi again just there on that round starter. Arashi's ready to press that Abare. That's how you get the far slashes. After you get those 2P counter hits, you get the follow-up. The 5D, try to get the RC after. On-hit throws are what you're going to need to try to get into Yoshi's head here. Has a chance to try to get out of this corner. The shock state is applied, reapplied afterwards. I love using that bringer to get out. That's the Mike Saftig tried and true Wanderer Yoshi showing it to you right now.
I mean, and now this defense is so strong from Yoshi. While they are losing a lot of health through chip damage, they're blocking for so long, holding on to this burst, showing how important of a resource it is, using it for the wild assault, but gets the whiff. Bandit, what? Has a chance to go in for the Fafnir, get some plus frames, get some wild throws going, run up, gets a far slash. or no, that's a 6H. That's a 6H. That's what that is.
Oh my god, Stun Dipper, Red RC, Yoshi, oh my god, we couldn't get close up with that bucket after Yoshi will also have burst here. We'll have to see if it gets spent, but it doesn't. Arashi closes it out on that run up throw. Ukyo, I'm gonna be real, man. This set is fixing the vibes right now. This is definitely the one to make this academy worth it. I'm feeling so good. Yoshi has some awesome combos. We saw it in the very first round here of this game too. Yoshi with the gap ass first round, but Arashi slowing it down, getting some throws, getting some on-hit pressure. Yoshi's having trouble in the corner. So if Arashi can get you there, that's where we're going to win. But if you're getting counter hit by this soul, you are going to die. Yoshi's got combos.
Not only that, but just reacting to the jump, able to get that air throw, maybe just reading, going in here, tries to get the low into the dire clot, but now we're stuck back at midstream, and you know, Arashi has done such a great job at controlling neutral, using these fireballs and making Yoshi have to walk in and not be able to just kind of rush in like they want. Tries to go underneath, but the DP isn't going to hit, but what a PRC from Arashi, making themselves safe. Meter getting traded back and forth. A big 6P going to be able to take you to the wall. Gets a big DP bait, but doesn't end up getting the combo.
Yeah, I was seeing those 5K safe jabs earlier from Arashi. Unfortunate misses, but did get it right there. Just couldn't get the follow-up after, but we almost killed Yoshi here. Yoshi with 50 tension has the burst. Unfortunately, couldn't spend it. Tried to do the revolver, I think, right there. Ukyo is why we were airborne. But the 2S from Arashi called it out. We got the round advantage here in this game 3.
I mean, trying so much to get the pressure back up and started 1-1. You know, you could be feeling it exactly as you were saying, Jeep. This is such a close set, but Wanderer trying to get out of the corner, but whiffing throws, guilting his drive style.
Yeah, I call that the, you know, shout outs to Uber Cheesecake. We call that the Grand Blue Handshake. Every time you whiff throws in each other's face, that's the Grand Blue Handshake. Just the Uber Cheesecake. Yoshi getting some more throws here in the corner, man. Has 100 tension to the fight back with 2. Starts off with the YRC. Fafneering you back, trying to get some distance, trying to call you out with the 6X. But the DPs are crazy. Getting these getting these wild throws, getting the hits after. We're evened up in rounds, evened up in burst. I'm having fun right now.
Even up in set count while you're at it. It seems like these players are on such an even playing field right now. Both of them understanding so much about how to play not only defense, but offense versus each other's character. Gets a big jump in over the projectile, and now getting an air clash. But look at the clash cancel. Arashi able to get it back, has the PRC to keep themselves safe, gets the Fudra arc over, gets a big DP bait, and Arashi is kind of going crazy right now.
Oma needs one more hit to close it out, has that tension to keep it safe. The PRC is going to catch your backdash with the forward slash after Arashi. Feeling pretty good right now. But I need to see more of my Wanderer out here, man. Yoshi with such a strong start, such an awesome soul player. Yoshi had to beat DekuNut to get here on this winner's side, and DekuNut, I'm gonna keep it a buck, one of the favorites to win the whole thing. So if you're getting knocked down, if you're knocking down DekuNut, man, you got some big shoes to fill. Wanderer started off strong, still playing pretty hot in these sets. We'll have to see if we can keep it up to stay on this winner's side.
This is the most even 2-1 I think I've seen in a minute. But oh, look at the patience from Wanderer. Maybe tried to end the bringer sooner to get the burst bait, but it didn't end up working. Arashi using that burst already, using that resources. Both these players trading back and forth in neutral. It's so close. Counter hits coming out. 6P doesn't end up working. Preemptive normals are getting traded back and forth. And what a throw tech. I'm gonna be so real. This Yoshi defense is so strong.
Oh my god, and also Yoshi not bursting there on that immediate counter hit, right? Miruku was looking for the punish, and I like the PRC to try to get out of the corner there for a second. Air dash canceling your fall down JS as well. Yoshi got some good hits here, got the gun flames coming out, trying to call out these stun edges, and able to run up under that angled one from Arashi. Unfortunately, lined up in a weird direction, that close slash, but fixed it with the wild throw. Yoshi gets the first round.
Running underneath the projectiles, not letting Arashi be able to get anything back. It gets a big DP bait. We're facing towards the corner. Fafnir Loop gonna do a lot of damage, but doesn't end up wall staking. You're exactly where you want to be if you're Wanderer. In your opponent's face, not letting them get back. Gets a PRC, has a burst bait, and we're, oh no, but the Fafnir, it doesn't end up getting the wall bounce, using the burst, maybe getting a little bit too antsy, and we're getting the dragon install.
Okay, Arashi loves going for those installs. Only a little bit of HP to play with when it comes to this install, though. Yoshi still does have that round advantage, just trying to build up some tension here, jumping around those stun edges, showing a lot of respect to them. The Bandit Bringer gets the first hit, tried to link after with the 5K. The Revolver makes single hit JP into the wild throw. We're going to game 5. We got a lore matchup coming out for you guys. Wanderer Yoshi, Arashi Miruku. This has been a cool set so far.
This set has been going kind of insane, Jiki. You know, yeah, dude, I love these academies, bro. Being able to commentate sets like these is so great. Oh, it's always so close.
I've been saying this about a lot of players, right? But Arashi Miruku also someone is a favorite to make it through the whole bracket. So, man, I don't know. This is definitely a hard-fought one either way. I'm loving watching this one right here. Yoshi playing around there in the air with that jump JK, dead framing a bit. Arashi trying to get something started, getting those shock states applied, fighting back with the far slash, getting a counter hit. Arashi pressing on those minus frames, but throwing this soul back into the corner, getting that Oki set up. Yoshi doing a good job of getting out, though.
I mean, not only just doing a great job at getting out, but also being patient while in it. What a big throw. Knowing that there's a lot of recovery on those normals, has the Roman cancel, knowing that that isn't going to be able to stick, and look at how much damage is falling off of Arashi's health bar. But now we have another dragon install going for it once again, gets the pop, baits the DP, has the Roman cancel, maybe tried to go for a burst bait. The deflect shield is going to end up coming out though, gets a big counter hit, has the meter to continue it going, but maybe might not be able to kill here.
Oh, run up throw there from Arashi. I'm looking for the DP. I'm looking out for it. If you give Yoshi a single gap, they're going to press, and it was going to be on the 2D set point here. Ukio will have to see how it plays out. Arashi, can you get one more round here? Can you fight back with that burst, or is Yoshi going to run away with it?
Going ahead and using that burst, being able to switch sides in the corner. DP gonna end up doing a lot of work for us right now. 2K 2D Bandit Bringer does the reversal super in minus frames to secure some damage. I've seen the DP, but I haven't seen meter spin like that on a hard call out. And now we have the dragon install. Arashi is trying to pull it back from such low health. Has the multiple hits going in for these enhanced specials. The 6H isn't gonna kill, such low health. The close slash isn't gonna be able to tick though. Gets the exact spacing underneath the slide, and now we got him into the corner. It gets a DP bait, has the meter, gets multiple hits. 6K, we're going to final game, final round, Jake. Oh, this is crazy.
What's so unfortunate, Ukio, is that this isn't grand finals. This is the first round of winner's side top 8, but maybe that actually is fortunate. We have more to come, right? Strong stuff. Arashi getting in here. Wanderer Yoshi calling you out with that back throw, getting this counter hit after red RC to confirm into the wall break. Arashi does have burst here on the other side and will have 50 tension soon enough.
Oh, but what a throw. Such low health, but you're not able to RC on those hits. Just chasing down Wanderer, not letting them get space. Gets a big close slash, but look at this. The patience on the side of Yoshi to not end up bursting. Does get the collapse, but ends up breaking the wall. Multiple hit super. 5K gets the YRC bait, but doesn't end up punishing. Gets the slide through, and now Arashi making it out, surviving by a thread.
We got our next one lined up, guys. Good counter hit 5H there to start it off from Lime Apple. Previous top 8er here at the Gexey Academy. This is Eclipse's first time top 8ing this bracket, but has definitely earned their spot. A very strong Johnny. This may be one of our first, maybe second or third Johnnies in top 8 at the Academy ever, Ukio, and we're in the 20s right now, so Eclipse is definitely an outlier.
Oh yeah, for sure. Somebody that I've definitely seen a good bit, and I've got to play against them in the community a lot too, and they have a strong Johnny, very great on the fundamentals, and they also have a pocket slayer. They love running the mirror with me from time to time, and I don't hate playing their Johnny, but look at this here. doing a great job at making the little stray hits matter. Gonna get the low. Lime Apple, though, taking control of the situation, getting a big counter hit. Gonna send you through the wall right as you get first.
You will have that tension to fight with the other side. Dude, Lime Apple, definitely another character that we don't see a lot of in top 8s here at the Academy, the Giovanna. But Lime Apple, definitely a very strong player, let alone Giovanna in general. Unfortunately, these players have to see each other so early on in this top 8. We'll have to see Eclipse going for that low finder, getting the counter hit. The card pop gets the pick up after. Try to go for that 6H. We got you walked over to the corner, but the far slash takes it. Lime Apple is going to get this first game on the board.
I mean, Lime Apple does a great job there of kind of controlling when Eclipse can press. You know, Johnny is a character that relies on these great normals to be able to not only set up these cards to kind of make you have to guess between strike, throw, high, low, and even some left, right at different times, but also just kind of making it impossible to press in certain ranges, using that speed, using these buttons, doing a great job at playing neutral right now.
Trying to call out Lime Apple for being too creative when the round starts with the 6P whiffs. Getting that counter hit 5H. Eclipse will suspend that burst. If you get counter hit 5H by Giovanna, yeah. Hit that burst button, homie. You do not want to hold that one. I'm going to keep it a buck. Lime Apple, going to be able to get this ball splat. Going to be able to get this top Sumaki super, sending you through. Eclipse, hard knockdown here. We're going to have to wake up into some Oki, but we do have tension.
Ooh, YRC going to come out, though. Definitely not out of it yet, but a 6P there. Maybe calling out the Nsinga. That's what that looked like. Maybe tried to go for a vault of some kind, but my guess is Nsinga in that situation to call out some low, some normal, and try to get some great Oki off of that situation.
Hey, man, that's some crazy matchup knowledge if so. Strong stuff. I mean, I'm going to keep it real, man. If you're here, you're learning the game, you're trying to figure out these different characters, definitely focus on your character first. Focus on your combos. Focus on your good buttons, your bad buttons when you want to be using them. But there's going to be a point where you're going to have to start learning matchups. And if Lime Apple is already doing that, especially against a very popular character like Jonathan, then that's going to give them some benefit. Already up 2-0 here in this loser side.
That was... I'm sorry to mention it, but I'm still reeling from that last set. Dude, that was insane. Okay. But what a great conversion there from Lime Apple. Able to break the wall and get the kill with that charge dust. You know, we've only really seen a couple of other Geos, as you were talking about, Jeek. There's Nintendo, who has a very strong Geo of their own. I don't know necessarily if it's their main.
There is the one GOAT Giovanna that I can think of.
There's one I can think of. There's one that's kind of important to me.
Yeah.
One that's kind of important to me.
Did we say it at the same time?
Nah, he don't need his name being said.
Nah,
anyways,
he knows.
He knows. Yeah, he knows.
Okay, here we go. Lime Apple going to Tatsu you through the wall. If you know, you know, guys. Hard knockdown coming out. Eclipse. Blocking out a bit right here. Was saying in the Twitch chat saying, hey, I'm having trouble with this neutral. And honestly, yeah. I mean, that's the thing about Giovanna, right? Definitely a very confident character with multi-hitting normals on her slash buttons. She can dominate that neutral. If she has a strong round start fundamental, if she can call you out for things like when you want to go for Nsinga, if she can tech your throws like that, then yeah, Lime Apple is definitely in a really good spot. Eclipse fighting back here though, and I respect that.
I mean, being able to get some great things here. And, you know, we've seen a lot of strong pressure from Lime Apple, making Eclipse just kind of have to guess at almost every point in turn, but the BRC forward on that wake up is going to do great things, but not afraid to just down back, take situations as they're given to you, and able to cash out the combo. With a little bit of a quick 3-0, Lime Apple is going to continue in this bracket.
All right, guys, we saw Pulverizer earlier tonight. You've seen DekuNut on streams previously. They're going to be fighting out here on this loser side of top 8, the first round of this top 8. Pulverizer getting a good start here. I'm joined with Ukyo. How you feeling, my friend?
Hey, I'm doing great right now, getting to see some amazing strive. You know, we've seen some barn burner of sets so far. Just if you still can't believe what happened, you can always go back in the VOD, click that little line, go back. Yeah, you get it. Going in here, getting the kill here for PulverizerX. Things are looking great so far, G.
Yeah, I mean, Pulverizer was playing very hot when we got to see them earlier today, getting those counter hit 5Hs, trying to get the link after. DekuNut trying to fight out of this corner. Unfortunate for them, that DP is going to be baited, and when you get your DP baited against Mei, you're going to explode. Doesn't matter what character you are, doesn't matter how much HP you have. If you're doing a reversal and it gets baited, that 5H is going to make you hurt.
Oh, but look at this though, going for some mix off of that wall break situation, taking the most, catches the backdash, and we build burst on the last hit. Pulverizer, they're doing some pulverizing right now. They're do a little button mashing, a little pulverizing. I respect it.
Man, if your name was Pulverizer and you were like playing sets and they were going 3-2, you gotta change your name, homie. If your name is Pulverizer, you should be 3-0 in everyone. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Pulverizer going 2-3, pulverize-ish. Oh, and we got the stage switch.
Yeah, we're here on the random select for the stages, Ukio, apparently.
And song 2, I believe. Going in here, getting the beak driver, pushing to the corner, using this guard crush and these plus frames to really advance forward that gameplay. DP does end up whiffing once again. We've seen Pulverizer make the most out of it, so goes for the burst, blocks the tap, blocks the charge dust. In fact, going for the fences, has the overhead, uses the stamina, and what a great point to burst in. DekuNut has no resources, no stamina, no tension, no burst, able to get back into the corner, and now you have to block right now if you're DekuNut.
Yeah, block already in that hit stun. Pulverizer getting this round right here. DekuNut, a very strong sim. We've been seeing them top 8 quite a bit here in the Academy. Pulverizer new to this tournament, or at the very least new to the top 8 side of things. DekuNut showing you, hey, you can't count me out. Look at how much damage we dealt on that first interaction, but Pulverizer still trying to fight back here.
I mean, even if you're down, you're not out, especially if you're able to get here into this top 8 position. Strong player, maybe tries to get the Grand, or maybe half a Grand Blue handshake there. I wasn't really paying attention to Pulverizer's side. Going in for a big 5H, meaty whack right now. Gonna be able to send you through the wall, but oh no! Not close enough to break the ride. The lightning, though, not able to catch. Has the PRC to keep safe, and the 5H, the big wall of doom.
I'm trying to make it like a Fortnite wall joke, like the circle, like the 5H is like a battle royale circle or something.
I mean, it got a one victory. Yeah.
Is there a joke there? Ukio, I love the Academy.
Yeah. Guilty Gear.
Guilty Gear, guys.
Guilty Gear.
I hope you're having a good one. Hope everybody's having a great time out here watching. I see you on the chat. I see Snoop, Aqua, Yoshi, Dr. Kuma Radio. I see Genmu, Dank. What's going on, Dank? By the way, Dank. Yo, wait, Dank, your tournament is tonight, right? Yo, Dank, drop the link to your tournament, homie. That's tonight, right?
We love bracket out here. Hell yeah. At least I do. Bracket.
Man, Deku loves brackets. I tried with the segue. Deku with a good start right here. Pulverizer getting some damage on. Deku does have the tension to fight back with right here. The burst comes out though. Man, that 5H from downtown. What a good answer to beat driver.
I mean, it's definitely not free there. 5H does so much work for Mei as a character, especially you would think of this matchup where DekuNut using a character like Sin, so many long reaching normals that make it hard for a lot of characters to be able to contest in neutral. DekuNut able to get the round there, but had to spend a lot of resources. All that tension, all that burst. Speaking of spending resources, we're using 2 bars of stamina to get to the wall here.
And Pulverizer still fighting back with these air-to-airs, representing that 5H, about to build up that tension to keep it safe as well. These Mr. Dolphins at good times. That 5H DP bait from downtown. Deku going to be sent through the wall with all of their HP gone as well. Yamada-san! Gambate! We're on the other side. Deku does have meter to play with, but the throw is going to rob you of any chance to fight. We're going on the set point.
Left, right, strike, throw, high, low. There's so many different avenues to a character like Mei that you got to be ready for all of them. And now DekuNut kind of on their back feet here. Tried to get that first round, but Pulverizer putting themselves on set point. And that 5H hit, what the button of doom and gloom. Gets another big counter hit, gets another big counter hit. The DP though, coming out from DekuNut. Pulverizer doing some pulverizing right now. Tap dust hitting from Uzbekistan, gonna send you through the wall after getting a big hit. Pulverizer gonna win the set 3-0. Great stuff from DekuNut, but Pulverizer ends up winning the day.
Here we go, guys. We got Lime Apple versus Wanderer Yoshi. We saw Lime Apple with some really good neutral earlier in their losers match. Wanderer Yoshi had probably, I'm gonna give you the buck, I'm just gonna be honest, participated in one of the best sets I've seen in Academy ever. Just a couple minutes ago, if you're watching here live with us. So we're gonna see how this one unfolds. Wanderer trying to go for a burst bait right there, but Lime Apple not giving it away quite yet. We got this soul here in the corner, getting some Oki as well. Yoshi does have some meter to play with. He's gonna be able to get a chance to after we DP out.
Such a smart DP there, kind of waiting, representing it as a wake-up option. Has the Roman cancel to cancel it off of that. Fafnir gonna be able to break the wall though. So much damage, positive bonus. Still has burst on their side. Going for that dive, trying to get Lime Apple off guard, pressing a button. 6P gonna come out, but now gets a big DP bait. Does use the burst. Wants this round. Really wants this momentum in this set, and it can be so easy to see why.
Lime able to close that one out there with that 5K dash cancel. Yoshi's going to have to fight back here, but we were going so down to the wire there in that round, trying to represent maybe a tech throw, but Lime hadn't had the step dash yet until the second interaction gets that throw out. Yoshi really has the third eye when it comes to when these DPs work, and sometimes it looks back to back, you know what I mean? Like, it'd be like, oh, they're DPing a lot, but sometimes it's right, the DP back to back. Yoshi showing you that right here.
I mean, not only that, but also kind of waiting and delaying those DPs, except for right there, 100 meter on the side of Lime Apple, gonna make that damage so much higher. Lime Apple taking that first game, but we are seeing some shades of conditioning on the side of Lime Apple from Yoshi. You know, Yoshi representing those DPs, representing all those options in the corner, mostly just DP, making Lime Apple have to restructure their pressure, have to kind of wait after going for something like a 5K where they would normally try to go into that dog kick. I know Geo names, but just making that pressure have to look different and have to open up gaps where maybe Wanderer Yoshi can kind of try to counter poke back and steal their turn again.
Keeping it simple here with these anti-airs. Great back throw there from Yoshi. Saw that the situation called for the back throw. Lime was ready to spend the burst to try to get back out and fight back, calling out that vortex as well. No big punishes from either side quite yet. That was some good defense there from Lime Apple, blocking the overhead to the low. Yoshi representing that single hit revolver JP into the low after that. Some heads up play and tried to get the clean hit HVV, but Lime Apple gets you back into the corner for it.
Not only did a little wiggle, did a little shimmy, trying to get into their groove. Run up, wild throw. RC goes in for the 6H. You know, even if they didn't get the kill there, that fast RC gonna let them retain a good bit of meters. So definitely a slight optimization there. 2K2D goes in for one throw. Has the dog dart. Gets a big counter hit, manipulating those plus frames, and now Yoshi gets put up against the wall. Lime Apple gonna cash out, use that 50 meter, get the wall breaking. Things are looking great right now if you're on the side of Lime Apple.
Yeah, evening up the round, still has that game advantage as well. The burst pays off here for this Giovanna. The burst advantage gonna go towards Yoshi here. They're able to get in with that bringer. Okay, Yoshi able to represent a lot of these back throws. You did see a lot of the wild throws as well coming out against Riot Milk. Tried to bait Lime Apple in the pressing there, but they didn't fall for it. Trying to go for it after the PRC, but no, Lime Apple's not going to fall for that.
All right, trying to get the projectile out on the screen. Gets a big 2D though. Such a big move here. Has the conversion. Oh no, it doesn't end up connecting. Has to use burst here. Yoshi is in such a great spot. DP being represented once again, showing you that it's gotta be something you think about if you're Lime Apple. Big conversion though. YRC gonna come out. 2K2D goes in for the overhead, but has to go for the bandit. What a smart match from Lime Apple, knowing that they'd be minus. Gets a big comeback. Lime Apple going up 2-0 right now.
I do like LimeApple taking their turn back after that revolver on block. Yoshi probably trying to call out an option from LimeApple post BRC, but the patience paid off. Lime is up 2-0 right now, but it's not a testament to how close these games have been, in my opinion. Of course, it is just my opinion. We'll see how it pans out. By the way, real quick, Arashi Miruku, thank you very much for that Prime sub earlier. And Dr. Kuma Radio, RA, Steve with a gun, Sour, Mako Shark, Lixo. Thank you very much for those follows, guys. Appreciate that. We're slowing things down a bit. We're going for a character swap. Wanderer Yoshi going to pull out the surprise Biken. We didn't see this earlier against Riot Milk, but we will be seeing it against LimeApple on this Giovanna.
Yeah, I mean, in a set that close, it feels like almost everything you have is working. But now, going into maybe a great switch here, Yoshi going for that Biken. Maybe that's where they get the Wanderer name from. Biken, one bounty hunter. Whatever. Going in here, getting the big knockdown, making LimeApple use that burst already. Playing such a strong neutral game, so patient. Gets a big JS, I believe. Gets a backdash here, and LimeApple gets hit with the back shot of Johnson. Going in here, getting plus frames off of that fireworks shot. What a 6P to not get hit by the H Kabari. That was, oh wow, that was really smart.
Yeah, if you're brave enough to represent 6P against those Kabaris, both the H and the S, then you can have a great time. LimeApple just using a lot of 6P in general. Wanderer Yoshi, of course, got the round win to start us off here on this Biken, but LimeApple using that 6P both as an anti-air, also as a good frame trap tool. Giovanna does have some cool options with it.
Oh, 100%, and now getting that throw, going in for more Oki, gets another throw, resets the situation, gets another throw. OTG close slash, gonna give us the round, goes on set point with a perfect. Yoshi is kind of in a bad spot right now. Johnsons just aren't connecting. Gets the back hit, goes for the H Kabari, knowing that it might be minus 6P, gets the invul through the Johnson backside hit, and now we're back in the driver's seat for LimeApple.
Driving you through the wall with this Tatsumaki. Yoshi does have some meter to play with here on the other side. You may see a super. You may see it on the YRC. Try to go for the YRC. I think it was the BRC because we delayed it so much, but it paid off because we got that multi-hit 2D after. Crossing out with Johnson, taking LimeApple to the corner. Lime with meter to play with, but you're going to have to spend it on this YRC after S-Tether applies. Red RC, but the burst comes out.
It's a big air shot here in Yoshi. Staying in it the only way, though, know how, by making it close. Gets a game up, shows they still have life in this set. The Biken is working wonders.
Oh, big shout out to Jack's #3 fan for actually telling us the lore, doing our job for us. Unironically, appreciate you, homie. Let me actually go back and see. Wanderer Yoshi's been having a killer run so far. 3-0'd Grayscale Whale, and then 3-0'd LimeApple earlier today with the Soul.
Really?
Yeah, so LimeApple already with the 2-game advantage on the Soul. Definitely shows and speaks to LimeApple's ability to adapt. Wanderer Yoshi had to pull out this bike in here to stay in the set, and did get a game so far. We'll have to see if Lime can adapt quick enough, but the parries are coming out, and we're looking strong.
Has the meaty, gets the S-Tether, has a combo to convert 100 meter on the side. Now you're getting re-tethered. Your +3 there can't mash, and now we're gonna see the super. Yoshi gets one round, gets that game, and now getting another round right after it, maybe picking up some momentum. LimeApple, you gotta claw back here.
Wallace ought to keep it going, but Yoshi guard canceling you. And I mean, dude, that cross at Johnson has been so gnarly. Yoshi willing to spend that option to steal the cornerback, get ourselves safe as well. The counter hit gauge is going to lead to some good damage here, if not just keeping Lime in the corner. But 100 tension on the side of Yoshi. How are we going to spend it?
You know, one thing that I love about how Yoshi is representing this pressure is they're not just going for the follow-up after the H Kabari. They're kind of letting LimeApple have to guess. They're making LimeApple go for, you know, trying to catch them out for mashing. Gets the firework, has the plus frames, Tatami gonna come out, has these tether options. What a big hit from Lime Apple. Gonna get the kill, and Yoshi spin burst that round. Maybe trying to ride that wave, and now big jump aerial from Lime Apple. Gonna get a counter hit. Pushes us to the corner, but Yoshi gets a big tech out, playing a character that revolves around strike throw, tries to get the cross up Johnson, doesn't end up working, has a block here, goes for the JH once again, and now you're in the corner exactly where Yoshi wants you to be.
Dude, both these players playing at an insane high level. Unfortunately, they have to see each other so early here in loser's bracket of the Academy. We got 100 tension on the side of Apple. We'll have to see how we get a chance to spend it, but that counter hit after the S tether, that is a true situation there for the bike in. Lime Apple can fight back here. They're trying to secure this set. We are on set point, but Yoshi trying to secure their win as well, trying to keep themselves in. The YRC buys us more time.
Ooh, Tatami counter hit. You gotta burst out there if you're Lime Apple. Backdashing neutral, kind of spaghetti right now. Gets a big hit from Dog Kick. Tries to fuzzy jump out. Burst gets baited. Now you're gonna be able to break the wall here. Resets the situation. Gets a throw. The OTG close slash. Yoshi did such a great job there. Maybe thought it was gonna kill. Put the hands off of the controller, and Lime Apple getting the run back and winning. They're coming in here with another one of your loser side matches. All these players are in top 8, so are they truly losers in a bracket this stacked? Scary Larry, seen them once before, did a great job at, oh wow, wow, PowerPoint. But PulverizerX on the other side, doing a great job so far in this bracket, making it in after losing first round, but definitely not out of it yet. Now, going in here, getting this Totsugeki pressure, kind of just have to hold down back if you're Scary Larry right now.
I mean, I'm gonna keep it a buck, Ukyo. I mean, let's not glaze over it, man. There are gonna be losers, man. There are losers. There are people that are going to lose and they go home the loser. But that's the thing, bro, is that there's no shame in sometimes you're gonna be the loser. Only one person comes out of this bracket having been the winner. Some of us are gonna lose. And it's not about whether or not you lose or win. It's about what you take away from it, what you're gonna go home and learn. What's the new setup you're gonna lab? What's the new matchup interaction you're gonna try to figure out? Or are you gonna bait that goal burst and get a far slash to get a round kill? Strong stuff there from Pulverizer, of course, playing on the May. I gotta swap the names for him. Sorry about that, guys. Scary Larry been bringing in the ABBA, but we may see a Jacko as well. Scary Larry showing us that other character earlier in the tournament.
Oh yeah, for sure. Showing it against Jack's number 3 fan and doing some great work on it, but electing to finish with the Jack. You get a combo. Damn, I'm learning stuff. Going in for a big 5H here, trying to get stuff going. Able to keep things going here, going for more pressure. PulverizerX goes to break the wall, but it slips and you get a force uninstall, has the meter to convert, and now Scary Larry is on a great situation when they had their back to the wall.
Man, Larry definitely knows how to convert some of those situations. I think one thing that's really cool about ABBA is that's definitely a character that rewards you for just going into training mode and saying, hey, how do I pressure as this character? When I'm in JR, how do I get good hits? Great burst bait there from Pulverizer. Has the 50 tension for this killer whale. Super hard knockdown pays off. We got the wild assault shot. I confirm some of our counter hits if we need to. It's going to be the same side as the mix. Couldn't get the pickup after Scary. Fighting with the Rekka 1 RC. We're going in.
Remember, everybody, they never commit to the other side of the mix, and now going and converting to the corner, but that doesn't end up wall sticking there. Not enough wall damage built up through that combo. Wall health, being able to keep track of it is so important for ABBA. Has the Dawn's Eye, though, and able to PRC out, let the Orca go swimming through the air and get him on the way down. Pulverizer gonna be able to take that first game there.
I'm actually a flashback, Ukyo. Remember, we actually learned what the killer whale's name is. It's like Moshuga something.
Oh, it's Goku.
Yes, but you kept calling it Goku, motherfucker. Goku. Yeah, exactly. Yes. Anyone know that whale's name? Moshuga something? Moshuga?
All I know is, you know, the hey, it's me, Goku thing. Whenever, like, I get jump scared by that super, I go, hey, it's me, Goku.
I can't. Ukiah, I respect your spirit. I'll say that.
Come on,
I respect your pride and spirit as we go into this game too.
Yeah.
I think there was a mod for that. Oh Jesus, Snoop.
Yeah.
Oh man, the 6P on the round start. My Abbas that I fight in tower love doing that one. Pulverizer trying to get in here, but the 2S, dude, you got to give Larry credit for how often we anti-air with that 2S. What is that route?
That looks like they're using fast RC. Dude, I'm gonna have to lab that. That's so strong, being able to get all that meter back and continue your pressure, but the tilt not gonna end up comboing, and now you have such low rage. You gotta be able to burst there to get it back. And now we see the door super plus 50 in your face. Goes for the stagger pressure. Donzai gonna get you out, but the 6H gonna help us get that OTG and not let the combo that would have killed he dropped.
Full screen nooch out here, but if you give Larry too much time, they will go for that raw install. Pulverizer blocking that hop kick and RPSing after with that 5P. Larry representing that backdash though. Counter hit close slash comes out. We are able to go into this key grab install. Red RC to try to be a little greedy with it, keep it going a little bit further, and it pays off here for Larry.
Now, I mean, has so much jealous rage on your side. The 5H isn't going to work. You get out disjointed, tries to go for the projectile. K-Super going to get you, run up 2P, get the OTG. Had to run from so far away, but thankfully, Abba's speed going to let us tie up this set 1-1.
It's going to be a fun one back and forth. These are definitely some spaghetti characters, right? We're going to be scrambling. We're going to be trying to fight it out. Dude, that was an OTG 2P to finish that round. Jesus. Scary Larry.
So
great stuff.
Plus, yeah. Like me, I would have just ran up in 2K'd because it's so much longer and it's probably faster than running up all the way for the range of the 2P. But Scary Larry showed me that you don't need to do that and you can just run up. Me when I'm plus. Going here, gets a clash off of the 6B, goes for the Rekka 1. Now, Pulverizer using that burst automatically. 2S coming out here. 2S coming out again, hitting the other side, and what a smart pickup. Goes for the dash cancel onto that. Oh wow, onto that key grab. Using the meter, gains all of it right back. Pulverizer uses the YRC, but trading out for the burst. Not wanting to let Pulverizer get anything started, breaking the wall. Perfect. Raw. You know, Pulverizer has been representing 5H on round start so often so far, but 2K gonna catch you out. It's something that you gotta be able to use a lot as an Abare button on Abba. It's so strong, and now we're getting the dash cancels. Has the meter, drops the combo, gonna get Force uninstalled, and now Mr. Totsugeki Goku, yeah, gonna be able to come out here, tries to get a jump scare on you.
We got the red RC to keep our pressure extended. Scary. Gonna get called out by that 4-framer. Jumping back in here. The throw comes out as well from Pulverizer. Has that tension to fight back with as well if we get a chance to keep it going. But these command grabs have been so good.
Go for another one, and since you're in the corner, it gives you a full combo, and Pulverizer gonna send him out. Get the big whale super, breaks the wall, and with all that weight landed on you, send you to the stratosphere. Of course, you're gonna get that round if you're Pulverizer.
Representing that 2S already. Very with those 2S's, with those 6Ps. Very good with those anti-airs in general, waiting for their opponents to hang themselves so they can get the counter hit and go into the install. Force install comes out after that burst from Pulverizer. Trying to get in, and that's the unfortunate thing about May in this matchup, right? So this Abba, you can't really zone around. You can't really keep her full screen. You have to go in. You have to do something. And if you're someone like Larry, really good at anti-airing, really good at getting those pickups, it's going to be a hard one.
And now, getting the Totsugeki out, getting that counter hit stagger, and now gonna bring to the wall, but no, the combo doesn't end up converting. Maybe could have got messed up somehow, somewhere, but all in all, it doesn't matter. Scary Larry going up 2-0.
Man, I'm just going to call it out, man. That's crazy. So Pulverizer, unfortunately, it lags during their combo, but not Larry's. I'm just going to call it out, guys.
Yeah.
I'm not blind. I can see it. Y'all can see it.
I couldn't find a way of saying it without saying it,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's online fighting games, man. Hey, look.
That's fighting games, yeah.
I hear you. I hear you. Look, Pulverizer saying fuck it. I'm pulling out the Potemkin. Do not blame you, homie.
Oh Lord.
I do not blame you, bro.
Lord. It's like going to a little bit of a different matchup. I feel that ABBA does really well into May personally. I think that ABBA has a great buttons, some great disjoints to be able to kind of make May take that back foot, but it kind of gets flipped on its head whenever you go to Potemkin. Potemkin is so hard for ABBA to deal with in the fact that his normals are long, his pressure sequences don't really give you a lot of room to mash, and if you do try to mash, if you do try to use your buttons like 2P or 2Ks, they just get punished even harder from the counter hits or even maybe getting armored through with a pot buster. Oh, it starts. There's one.
Pot buster right here, man. Hey, I don't care if it's lagging. If I can do an HPB, I'm going to kill your ass. Oh my god, I tried to call on a jump there from Larry, but no, we just blocked it out.
Gets the key grab though, and now we're starting our own pressure. Goes for the re-jump, has the FD to fast fall, and now gonna be able to break the wall, but Pulverizer having 50 meter, kind of just walking forward there, maybe tried to go for something like a Kara pot buster round start, but it didn't end up working out. Scary Larry on set point.
Wait, was that 2K2D Donzai?
Yep, 2K2D Donzai as a combo.
For that much HP? That is crazy, dude.
Ding, ding, ding. She's a mid-tier, but she's not honest. I love this character so much. Oh, you're dead. Oh, you hate to see it. Ran out of Jealous Rage, and now you're stuck in that pot pressure. Goes for a little bit of a shimmy, gets the pot buster, and now goes for the Gruda. Tries to get the gold burst, and now you're in pot's face, but now doesn't use it to punish. Has all this meter, gonna get the key grab, break the wall. Pulverizer sadly out of this bracket. Scary Larry ends up taking the set 3-1 even after the character switch. Going in here to your winner's side of winners finals, in fact. One of these players is trying to get a spot in that grand finals. We have Arashi coming off such a close winners semifinals set, but we have Jack's number 3 fan doing such a great job in their set, kind of just dominating and rolling through here. 6P gonna be able to get you started, has the burst on, going ahead and using it, and Arashi not afraid to use it on their own. Tries to go for the Roman cancel to continue the combo, but things just don't work out how they want it.
Oh my god, DPing you on the other side. That Vapor Thrusto! Way too big to try to cross up. Arashi still has his burst as well, that active 5K. You know how active that 5K is? Take a guess. Take a guess.
For who?
For Kai.
For Kai? 30 bajillion frames.
Okay, alright. Well, I was looking for a real answer. It's 8 frames active, guys. You do not want to deal with that 5K. Jack number 3 fan doesn't need to right now. We're going to send you to the wall. Get that positive bonus cranked up, but the stun dipper, red RC, vapor thrust to try to get you into the corner, trying to keep this HC back here, but we're still getting counter hits with the JS. We're able to take you down. We got the gunshots coming out like crazy. Try to go for a really hard call out air throw, but Arashi's going to call you out for it.
Now trying to go for that 5K, using it once again, throwing out that curse, but look at the throw from Arashi. Gets caught with that backdash, and Arashi adds so little health, and Jax was in such a great spot, but the number 3 fan goes down.
A part of the process. Dude, I love that loose quote right there from Jax number 3 fan. A part of the process. I mean, that's the thing, man. I mean, it is cliche to say. You know, you learn more from your losses than your wins. It's cliche. But it's honestly the truth. It's really, like, that's really the stuff, man. Jack number 3 fans are going to get a lot of information from that last interaction. Okay, when I did get the hit, why didn't I kill? Why didn't I get Oki? Why didn't I get them to the corner? Why did they beat me through the gap? What happened? Right? You're able to see that information on those sorts of games. Arashi, of course, saying, homie, I don't care at all. I'm holding W and I'm trying to win this shit. Jiggly Academy 20.5, you're getting thrown in the corner.
mean, jeeking it full throttle right now. Gonna be able to push to the corner, but look at the jump back. JS looking like a Ram player out here playing neutral, but using it to get out of the corner in that situation. The 6S, I saw that wind up. I saw the Y-I-auto, but it doesn't end up connecting here. Goes for the whiff throw in Arashi's face and going ahead and using burst. So much tension on the side of Jack's number 3 fan. We're starting to scramble a little bit.
Oh, I love that angled air dash over the stun edge, but Arashi was able to far slash your recovery frames on the landing. Good active 6P there from Jack number 3 fan. Got this Kai full screen. We're shooting this twink. Don't take that one out of context. Arashi gonna get thrown here.
Somebody clip it. Able to get a focus shot to break the wall here. Has the Deus Ex to reveal all those bullets, and now we're back to managing that resource. You know, one thing that I'm really surprised about is seeing how well Jax has been managing not only the focus, but also the bullets. Always seems to have them, doesn't ever seem to run out, and it seems like they've always keeping tabs on it.
That Vapor Thrust combo linking to the 5K after, bro. They gave Kai keys to that, and I still wonder what the hell Daisuke was thinking. The back throw comes out. Arashi is 50 tension for some mix. And we get a chance, but Jack's number 3 fan didn't give you a chance to with that Godobari out of the corner.
Ooh! Using the plus frames on the dire clot flip, or not dire clot, the flip in, the flippy dippies. Yeah, we're calling it flippy dippies. Gets the gun out, and now you have to hold all this pressure from Jack's number 3 fan. Uses the YRC to get out of the situation. Maybe tried to bait out something there, but it didn't work. Constant jump ins, really establishing this pressure hard. Gets the OTG close slash. Jax doing a great job at keeping things close and concise, but tying up the set count 1-1.
We're tied out. We're tied up. I don't have another thing to say after that. Jack's number 3 fan getting a game on the board. For Dreyarch, thank you DekuNut for that. I know that they meant Fudraarch, but I'm just reading their message exactly how they spelt it over here in the Twitch chat, twitch.tv/itsjeek, if you want to come check out these matches live. Statistically, you're watching the VOD right now, and I appreciate you doing that. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate if you guys could do that. It helps the channel. Very poogers if you do. Jack's number 3 fan trying to get this reticle on this Kai, but that counter hit JS. Arashi converting off of that. Oh my god!
But doesn't end up getting the wall break there, kind of standing there in amazement at what they just did. Such crazy routing. Goes for the burst, and now gets the JS pushing to the corner. 5K gonna get you, but the throw, maybe the start of Jack's comeback in this round. YRC blue water salt doesn't end up connecting, and now we're pushing into the corner. There's only so much mix you can do on a character like Kai. It forces you to get creative.
Counter hit JS. Jack fighting out of the corner with that. I love that dead frame JK. That's a setup right there that Jack's number 3 fan is showing you. Red RC comes out. We got you splat through the wall. You got yourself gunned down. You got to hold these toes, homie. We are not lactose intolerant out here, APO. If you know, you know. Throwback to 3 hours ago when I made that joke.
You're not lactose intolerant, are you? We're holding those dogs like you're gonna be giving out at Evo. Come find you.
There you go. These holographic dogs. Arashi gonna send you through 100 attention near the fight with PRC to keep that sun number safe. I love that quick vapor thrusto afterwards to keep Jack from bursting.
Oh, run up 6P, not even giving Jack's number 3 fan a chance to try and do something, but going in here has the Fudraarch, but it does end up getting punished. You gotta burst there. You know how great Jack's number 3 fan is at snowballing these situations. Goes in, gets the stun state, and now we're in, gets the dire clot. I'm tripping. I'm not gonna lie. I got mixed.
Oh, dude, I love the... Nice. It paid off. I love the patience there from Arashi, just waiting for the YRC, waiting for the burst from Jackson with 3 fan. And they both did come out. Unfortunately, we didn't get the big punishes after that we were looking for. So Jackson with 3 fan has got some gunshots coming out. The counter hits are coming out. Good job blocking that cross up, but the 5D gets the next hit. Vapor thrusting through. Jackson with 3 fan is trying to get something set up.
But what an Abare mash from Arashi, doing such a great job, and now just flippy dippy from downtown. From downtown.
All the way down from that town. Am I doing a good job?
Yeah.
Straight up awesome play here from Arashi Miruku. Riot Milk themselves.
Unruly dairy product. Unruly crowd dairy product. I miss it.
Unrulist Darist. Counter force us. Strong stuff. Ukio, what is your favorite thing about this matchup?
The fact that I'm seeing Happy Chaos get hit. I don't like Happy Chaos.
What are you doing, Ukio? Ukio, what's your favorite color? Don't answer. Good throw there from Jack's number 3 fan. We got burst on each side. Riot Milk does have tension to fight back with, but not going to be able to spend it. Stop! We are dying with our tension, with our burst. Jack's number 3 fan getting the round advantage here. Arashi, of course, with the game lead, trying to get up to the grand final spot. Let me put what's on the line for you guys here. If you make it to grand finals here in the Gexey Academy, you don't win much. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna put you in the top 8 graphic.
Don't win much.
And I'm gonna let you graduate, which means you can't play anymore. Which is that a victory? Actually, I don't know. But here we go.
So.
Red RC comes out. Jackson number 3 fans are gonna take to the corner.
I mean, 2K2D gets the gun flip, establishing those press frames, tries to go in for a burst bait, but oh no! Half a Grand Blue handshake. It's like a Grand Blue fist bump or like a Grand Blue high five. But now gets the chance here, gets a big counter hit. We've seen that once before, reestablishing that stun state, making it so scary to mash, especially since you're plus so often. Jumping in the mirror right now. We might have saw the Kai mirror once before, but now we're seeing mirrors of each other's movements.
Nice counter hit right there. Blue wall assaulting in to keep that pressure going. Gunflip gets the pickup. Jack's number 3 fan is making this one competitive as we're able to move on to game 5 here in winners finals. This Happy Chaos, definitely one of the stronger Happy Chaoses we've seen here in the Academy. But real quick, let me shout out our previous Happy Chaos graduate, Flooful. I never thought that we would see Happy Chaos do so well over here in the Academy. Flooful was the first one to graduate earlier in June, and now we have Jack's number 3 fan trying to get a repeat a month later. I don't know, not trying to jinx it. The winner of this moves on to grand finals. We'll see who makes it.
Oh yeah, and you know, Arashi already being in a game 5 set, you know, it seems like they're only carrying closeness so far, and now it's the backdash kind of out movementing those bullets. They have to be able to track to be able to hit, so if you're able to make it hard for that bullet to stay on, you're in a great spot. And speaking of great spots, Arashi does end up getting 6P'd, but the RTL, does this end up hitting? No, we're not clipping the dogs. We're not clipping the dogs. 5K. But that does end up putting Arashi on set point. Had their back to the wall so much, and then this game 5 gets a big back throw. Doesn't let Jack's number 3 fan get much started. Those defensive options are so limited on Happy Chaos, but the options that you do have are decently strong. A great backdash, one of the best 2Ps in the business, and 2S that's great at calling out spacing traps.
Getting a throw, Red RC Ukio. That'll be all she wrote. Jack's number 3 fan gets their burst a little too late as Riot Milk themselves moves on to grand finals, trying to secure their spot as a graduate of the Gexey Academy. Guys, we are in losers semi-finals of the Gexey Academy. A lot's on the line right now. Ukio, why don't you tell them?
Oh yeah, well, you're able to bite Yomp into that cucumber. There's so much on the line here. Gotta get a chance to go into that losers finals to play Jack's number 3 fan. You know, one of these players has already played versus Jack's number 3 fan. Scary Larry did it, represented that Jacko, but now Lime Apple making such a great loser's run. Did end up losing to Wandering Yoshi once before, but able to get that run back, able to keep things going. Scary Larry, though, representing how they're able to get into the set, gets a big parry off of that 5K round start.
The dog dart does get the pickup afterwards, though. Lime Apple still staying competitive here despite being down that round. The FD blocks from Larry are really tripping up the pressure here from Lime Apple. Larry's going to get this knockdown, trying to get that Jealous Rage involved as well, but the burst keeps the pressure going.
Oh, big Donzai, though, calling out the recovery, gets a big counter hit, has that 5H on top, and now going in for a pressure reset. The YRC, though, gonna get a big grab bait right there. Does a little bit of a shimmy, wimmy. Has the 5P able to punish off of that tilt. It's -2 in normal mode like it is in Jealous Rage, but it's so hard to be able to deal with in Jealous Rage. Lime Apple gonna chip you out and take the round.
Evening things up here. Lime getting counter hit by that 2S, been giving that compliment to Larry all night. I'm going to keep giving it away. Lime Apple, of course, also strong with those anti-airs that with throw means Larry gets a chance to BWA and get into that install. We got this 50 tension to walk you down the screen, and that cross up is so crazy.
Able to get the key grab there, trying to represent some pressure, get some plus frames on their side, give Lime Apple a taste of their own medicine, but gets a big throw there, has the meter, gets the 2S, has the key grab, goes for the 6H off the PRC. Key grabs once again doing a little BM, doing a little bad manner.
You call it BM, Ukio. I call it dropping my combo in loser semis finals because I'm so nervous, but hey, we take those.
Well, would have killed. Yeah, well. But being able to kind of get yourself a first game in this, maybe calm down the nerves, give yourself a chance to, brain no worky, give yourself a chance to kind of get some momentum in a set like this. It's so important, especially whenever there's so much on the line.
Yeah, there is so much on the line right now, guys. It's actually crazy. Whether or not these players get to move on or not changes the fate of their futures. We'll see how it pays out.
Life-changing stuff here, especially in the Gexey Academy. Now, going in for the JD cross-up. While it is a mid and you can block it crouching, you do have to block it on the corresponding side. Anyways, gets the key grab, gonna be able to break the wall. 50 meter on your side. There's not really a lot you can do, especially when we're representing Donzai at wall break round start distance.
I like that walk back whip punish from Lime Apple, trying to get something started, but Larry's going to be the one Donzai through afterwards. Those anti-air 6Ps have been great. Following up with the far slash as well. Lime is going to keep you here in the corner.
But look at this FD. Forcing Lime Apple to whiff, but since we ran out of Jealous Rage meter, it gave us a time to transform, and now gets the tap dust. So much on the side of Lime Apple right now, being able to really control the situation, but the 5-8 is going to get the tilt confirmed, and now gets a big hit, but doesn't end up getting the combo back throw on the side of Scary Larry, using that fast RC, goes into the Jealous Rage without having Lime Apple get a chance to burst.
The throws come out. Lime is stuck here in the corner. The JD fights back from Larry as well. These back throws have been crazy. Ukio paying off very well for this ABBA as we get the follow-up with the 2K. Scary Larry up 2-0.
Roman cancels, sends you into the air, gets the follow-up 2K, and now Lime Apple was so close to winning that round there, but Scary Larry just able to hold on, able to get back in it, and now has a chance to win the set and go and play on for so much more.
There's so much lining on this match. If you can get past this one, your future unfolds. Game 3 of loser semifinals here in the Gexey Academy 20.5. Larry gonna get that burst here from Lime Apple, trying to get back in, but I love that 5P 6P link there from Lime Apple.
I mean, it's a great thing to be able to represent whenever you're in that situation, showing that you can't get away with just going into a normal and landing on the ground. You're gonna have a lot of recovery frames whenever you get down there, and now 5K 6B goes in for the dog kick. Has the dust gonna be able to break the wall? I just know that that cucumber is crunchalicious over there. But
no, I am smashing this cucumber. I'm muting my mic on stream, but not to Ukio in Discord, so he probably hears my lips fucking smacking right now. Lime Apple trying to get something started. Larry going to go into this install and catching you with that 2-8.
I mean, goes in, gets the cross up, has the 5H, and now has a great combo and confirm. It goes into the, oh wow, goes into the Rekka Kara super, goes for the burst after the YRC, but you're minus. You get force uninstalled there, and that's such a bad spot to be in. Gets a big counter hit, and Lime Apple is in such a great spot continuing this pressure, but the FD out makes it to where you can't really do much after that bar slash.
I really like using that command dash cancel in the 2H to close the distance despite the deflect shield, earning Scary Larry their set point here. But Lime Apple has what it takes to tame this Gorilla Abba. We can try to fight in with these dog darts, with the frame trap, dog kicks. The Tatsu will give us the hard knockdown, but Larry does have the gall to fight back.
You're in such a great spot here if you're Lime Apple, but Scary Larry able to get a chance. That's minus 15 off of that Rekka. Are we going to be able to wall stick as the burst builds? Yes, we are. Uses a super, but such high health on Abba. Not going to let us die. Health is a resource in a game like Strive. The burst going to come out, and now we're in the snowball mode, the I want to kill you mode, but the red Wild Assault going to be able to pick us up around here in Lime Apple. Getting back on the board here, going up one, or going into the set 1-2.
The sweetness of the apple, the sour of the lime, citrus meets starch. Lime Apple coming out here on the Giovanna. Guys, are we hype?
No. He wants that run back. Oh, I bet so. I bet so. Definitely wants a chance to get back at Jack's number 3 fan. You know, it really matters that you're playing for so much. They're probably going to end up playing for whatever's left of Jeek's Cucumber after this set specifically. But now going in here, getting that Bandit Revolver, but on Geo, gonna maybe not connect to the wall like you wanted to in Lime Apple. Gonna be able to break the wall with a super hard knockdown, positive bonus. Such a great thing if you're in Lime Apple's position.
We're here in the fruit aisle. Lime Apple getting this Tatsu super after has the burst to keep ourselves ahead as well. Dude, look at the Giovanna win quote. Oh my god, look at Ray rolling on the ground. Here we go. Game 4. Lime Apple getting that first round. Larry still active here. Both players representing that 6P, but the first counter hit goes to this Giovanna.
-5. Let him get away with it. Now going in here, has the ability to kind of continue the pressure, get things going, has the 50 meter. We've seen this so many times, players using the meter to break the wall, and it leads to such a great thing. Meter bonus in this game is so huge, has the ability to try and get something going, goes for the Roman cancel, and we have this combo, gonna be able to break the wall, but not break the health bar. So much on the side, the 2D gonna end up catching, and Lime Apple gets a quick snap back, 2-game stretch, sending us to game 5.
I like that from Lime Apple too, or rather from Larry, trying to just get in there, right? Because of course you see your opponent low on that burst, you know that they're probably going to represent it. Lime Apple going for the Hail Mary 2D. Larry was going to try to get in, possibly trying to call out a run-up attempt from Lime Apple to try to bait that gold burst as best as we could. But it was that active 2D that closes it out. We're going to game 5, and there's so much on the line here, Ukio.
And that's so much that's on the line is slowly dwindling as Jeek mutes his mic again to chomp down on that reward. Now, oh wow, look at the connection chug. But goes for the 2P, trying to attempt any chances at Lime Apple approaching 2K. Gonna stomp out any point of view burst coming out from Lime Apple. And what an air throw by Scary Larry. Reacting to them going up into the air. Gets a throw, trying to get more situation out, but only gets a 5H.
Hey man, if you can't react during that PowerPoint, I don't know what you're gonna react to. Scary Larry does have that tension to fight back with. The just blocks, get some distance, but Lineapple still able to air dash on top of you.
Now getting these frame trap situations off of that 2D. Scary Larry taking a lot of damage, and now we're force uninstalling your -10. You gotta hold whatever happens after that, but has the... I don't know what's happening. Can't see. Okay, now we're good. Has the ability to get the Dawn's Eye go in, and now what a great point to do your reversal super on. Lineapple gonna go on set point after being down 2-0 at one point.
Lineapple using that 100 tension better than most. Awesome stuff as we wall assault in to keep this pressure going, but you gotta give some credit to Larry for FD blocking back this Giovanna, keeping that distance, getting that call with the 5D counter hit on the whiff throw attempt. Larry getting crossed up here. Lineapple turning up the pressure here in this last moment.
I mean, doing such a great job here. Doesn't have the meter to break the wall, but Lineapple full health, 50 tension, 50 burst. Things are looking so bad for Scary Larry. Gets the gold burst, gets the Dawn's Eye. Maybe tried to back it up, but now the IB on that other side cross up, but we're out of meter. Didn't end up getting a chance to manage it, and Scary Larry does end up getting reverse sweep, but played so well.
Here we go, guys. It's the Gexey Academy 20.5. We have Jax, number 3 fan, up against Lineapple, who just played a very close set against Scary Larry. We'll have to see how it pans out here. I'm still getting my updated overlay. Ukio, how you been feeling about tonight?
Oh yeah, things have been going amazing so far. We've seen some of the closest sets in the Academy that I've been able to witness or I've ever been a part of. And you know, Scary Larry did make it so hard for Lineapple, but Lineapple showing why they're the better player from that set. You know, going forward, having 100 meter on their side. Jax number 3 fan does have to reload though, and now trying to create some space, trying to jump back. Gonna get the Tatsu super, but it doesn't end up catching. Gets the JK, I believe, though.
Yeah, that was a rising JK, a really cool air-to-air, I should say. Getting that 6P on the other side, guys. You're not going to be able to do any fake overheads against Lineapple. You got the stream unmuted. This guy loves doing the 6P. This player loves doing the 6P. You have to be careful around this Giovanna.
Ooh, and look at that. Jax number 3 fan trying to go for a preemptive 6P there to kind of maybe stop an approach or a 5K or some kind of higher poke button, but it's the 5K, 6K shot, 5K, 6K shot, 5K, 6K shot. We're going for a wall slump, giving Lineapple back so many resources there, but able to break the wall with the Deus Ex Machina.
Rolling up, getting that cross up. Lineapple getting mixed back and forth, has HP. The fight with blocks at 5D. But the triple overhead there from Jax number 3 fan evens up the rounds.
Chance here going up for the JK, goes for the confirm, and now dash blocking in. You know, that's one of the greatest parts of Gio's dash, the fact that you are able to stop the momentum and dash and block while it is still a step dash. Now going in here, has the tap dust but doesn't end up confirming the combo. PRC to keep yourself safe, and now Jax number 3 fan is stuck in the corner trying to jump out, trying to get something started, but Lineapple is not having it.
Tatsu super for the hard knockdown. Basically, also, I say basically, but literally, the kill. As we get this first game here in Losers Finals, I'm going to keep it a buck, Ukio. Lineapple has made it pretty far before. Every player you're going to see at this point has made it very far here in this Gexey Academy. We'll have to see who is able to close it out. There can only ever be one graduate per week. We did have pretty much a fairly scuffed week last week. If you're paying attention to the numbers, we are on 20.5. It's because I'm trying to give back after how scuffed last week was. One more chance for these players to graduate. Will it be one of these two on the screen, or will it be Arashi Miruku waiting up there in grand finals to see who their opponent's going to be?
I mean, and right now, Lineapple's really dashing in, trying to get things going. It's technically like I think about you jumping down on it. Sorry. But going in here, getting the dog kick, trying to represent it, gets a big combo, 100 tension on the side of Lime Apple, gonna crush that health bar on the side of Happy Chaos, and now Lime Apple taking a charge in this set. Jack's number 3 fan did end up making it on into top 8 through winner's side, and it's played so strong throughout so far, but Lime Apple showing that they've been on a roll and they have a lot of momentum they've picked up through this loser's side run.
Got that curse applied, or so we thought, trying to throw it from the other side. Lime Apple, oh my god, hop kicking right there with that 6S. Bam, bam. 100 tension to fight back with. How are we going to spend it? Try to go for the 6B, but Jackson with 3 fan going to shoot you in the air, getting that cross up counter hit. JK dead frame. YRC gets baited. The burst comes out.
Good for the 2S, but oh no, out of focus. One of the things that I've been praising them so much for is how great they've been at managing this resource, but doesn't end up punishing that hard there. Gets the cross up the close slash. Gonna end up hitting, and Jack's fan gonna end up you got it, bro.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna call him Jack. This is Jack.
That's Jack.
This is just fucking Jack, bro. This is fucking Jack, bro.
That's Jackie Chaos, right?
This is fucking Jackie Chaos. That you're actually spitting with that one. It's fucking Jackie Chaos, bro. Here we go. We're gonna dash it. We're gonna shoot that 5K right here. We got fucking Jackie Chaos with the YRC getting baited. Lime Apple getting counter hit though. Gonna get sent to the wall. Yo, that is Jack. The way we just broke the wall like that, everyone collectively went, oh, that was Jack.
Positive bonus on the side of Jackie Chaos over there. Gets a big throw though after the YRC. Uses the 6K to set up for immediate, and now Jack's number 3 fan tying up the set counts the same way the round health was. 1-1.
I promise it was lag, says Lime Apple's loose quote. God damn dog, do not joke with me when it comes to lag in the Geekly Academy 20.5. Because it's not a joke, it is my reality. Here we go. We're going to the next game. Game number 3. Jack's number 3 fan. Not number 2, not number 1. Number 3. Up against Lime Apple, Citrus, and Starch. We're coming in here.
Starch?
Yeah, apples are starchy, right?
They are?
Okay, I'm going to Google. Ukyo, you hold it down.
Alright, bet. So while Google if cucumbers are starchy too. Going in for a big focus shot here, trying to continue the combo, and now gets a far slash, goes in for the combo, gets a pickup off the 2K, and look at how we're spending meter! Gonna be able to carry us to the wall, but not gonna be able to wall break us. That was a wall-to-wall combo you just saw, and Lime Apple gonna close out the round.
All right, according to Google, apples do have starches. Lime Apple's getting air thrown here by Jack's number 3 fan, getting that cross up on both sides, bro. By the time you react to the first cross up, you're getting hit by the second one. I've been there. We've all been there. Jack's number 3 fan going to take to the corner with that blue wall. So I love that press out there from Lime Apple, though. YRC gives this Chaos more time to fight.
You know, it's such an incredibly scary place to press, but Lime Apple showing that they're not scared, showing that they're definitely not out of it yet, and now getting a big 6P on that jump back JS. We've seen Jack's number 3 fan represent it so often. That jump back JS in the corner, getting the PRC there, but now has the dog dart, going to continue get these plus frames in. Jack's number 3 fan, look at all that risk building, has to go for the deflect shield, and it gets called out by Lime Apple, but we're not going to finish the combo. Gets the American reset, and now Lime Apple is one game away from getting a chance to go play in grand finals for so much.
And guys, and I gotta tell you, on this academy, it's really all on the line. This is definitely where it counts, where it matters. This is the biggest one, Ukyo. Everything is on the line.
Oh, there's so much to play for here. You know, both these players, you can see in their gameplay just absolutely chomping at the bit to get to the end, because they know if they get to the end, their lives will be changed.
Everything will unfold. Their dreams will be answered. As Jackson with the gets this Deus Ex right here. Strong stuff. 5K, 6K, cha-cha sliding you right through the wall.
Can you go down low? All the way to the flow? Maybe take it to the top? Because never ever stop. You know, the Jack going for the... I tried to sync it up.
Don't stop! Or, I'm sorry.
Now it's time to get funky.
To the left! Take it back now, y'all. 2D this time. Bam! Burst comes out. Okay, never mind, actually. I'm sorry. I'll workshop that one, guys. I'm sorry. I did. We actually did that bit and we lost 40 viewers. Here we go. Lime Apple trying to get in right now. The 5K gets the punish. We got Jack's number 3 fan here in the corner.
They didn't want to go down low. Getting into the plus frames here from the dog dart. What a big 6P though, catching out that jump back, and now going to be able to send us through the wall. Positive bonus. You have so little health on the side of Jack's number 3 fan, trying to FD out, using this tension, but gets caught with a counter hit, and Lime Apple is now on set point.
Strong stuff out here. Dog kicking you to the corner. The counter hit, bar slash, linking to that 2K after Lime Apple has the routes. Jack's going to have to fight here with a mountain to climb. The 100 tension building up here for Lime Apple. Baiting the burst as well. Trying to secure this one. Trying to get up to grand finals.
Oh, no.
The combo going, but he called that a droppable. Perfect comes out. Lime Apple is going to fight Arashi Miruku in grand finals of the Academy 20.5.
All right, here we got grand finals of the Gexey Academy 20.5. Arashi making such a strong run through this winner's side. We've seen them on stream multiple times, and the first time we saw them was a very close set in the mirror. But Lime Apple getting put into losers by somebody they vested in their path, making such a strong run, has so much momentum, but can you stop Arashi Miruku? Or the Riot Milk, going in for the big burst there after that counter hit, and now Lime Apple landing another one. Close slash getting to the dog kit here, gonna get a big combo, and Confirm has the meter to break the wall.
I love this strong start from both players. It's really going to set the tone for the rest of the match. I think Arashi is also someone with a very high APM. Lime Apple has been very calculated in their neutral in general throughout the whole tournament, and also when I've seen them before. But they're starting off this quick, this strong. Arashi, however, not holding it. Gets that back throw, gets the punish. Line still with some good Abari to get out of the corner, but Arashi is going to tame you a bit. Going to link after that shock state combo, getting a nice amount of damage to try to calm Lime Apple down.
Getting a chance to get to 5K, 6P, goes into the dog kick there, gets some great corner carry, but now goes for the throw bait, but ends up getting thrown anyways. Look at this conversion from Lime Apple, does end up getting bursted, though Arashi knows exactly where that'd be going if they let the combo confirm. Goes into the stun dipper, turns it into a scum dipper with it, but now look at the YRC bait from Arashi on their toes, making Lime Apple waste that resource.
Evened up on the rounds. Lime does have that burst advantage. Going to get you with that meaty low as well. Catching Arashi, but 2+ to try to get the throw after. This guy's going to take it to the middle of the screen, but both players fighting back and forth. You really never know who's going to have the next interaction because the Oki is not respected from either player. We are pressing, we are DPing, we are taking our turn back every chance.
I mean, in this kind of a set and grand finals, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be willing to take ground, and that 100 meter will allow that damage bonus to pile up for Lime Apple and get that game there, going up 1-0 in this set. Remember, Lime Apple, they've got to win 6 games to be able to get that tournament crown, but Arashi only has to win 3, and now Lime Apple's cutting it down to 5 more.
We're here in our grand finals of the Academy 20.5. Appreciate everybody for joining us today. Everyone who played in any Academy bracket ever, maybe you're just sitting here watching in the Twitch chat live at twitch.tv/Sheik, maybe you're watching the VODs. Regardless, I appreciate y'all. Arashi has that shock state applied. Dude, I love how Lime is very confident trying to get back out of that corner, but the burst comes out and it connects.
And now big counter hit going to continue to the corner. Has the throw tech though on the side of Arashi, kind of getting things started. 6P going to end up coming out. Walk up throw, get a little shimmy on him. Goes for the walk-up or close slash, gets a big 5K, and Arashi wants this round, goes to burst, but gets caught by that 2D.
Like that whiff punish there from Lime Apple. A very strong round start from some of these characters with those quick dashes. Lime Apple showing you there right to start us off. Arashi going to stun edgy back, mixing up between the S and H stun edges. 100 tension on the side of Lime Apple. Do we get a chance to spend it here in this round? Arashi is walking us down the corner.
Now goes in for the Fudra arc, getting a chance to cash out on those plus frames, has the Roman cancel, able to get things started, but oh no, doesn't get a chance to use the Daniel Mazza special to break the wall.
Ooh, good DP right there through that gap, calling out LimeApple for not keeping it true.
Oh, the JS doesn't end up connecting and gets thrown out of the orange Wild Assault. Things are looking great for LimeApple right now, going up in this set 2-0.
What a strong way to start here. Of course, LimeApple will have to win 2 sets as they are on the loser side of this grand finals, meaning they'll have to reset the bracket. But man, they are 66% of the way there. All they need to do is get one more to reset that bracket. Arashi does have the benefit of having some time to figure out what the hell is happening. How does Lime like to play? What are they beating that I'm representing? And how can I make those changes? We have a lot of time to figure that out.
Oh, my bad. Getting a chance to go in here and continue things forward. Going for the 2D, has the chance to use that Wild Assault. Such a great tool here for this matchup. Gets the S projectile, yeah, that's what I'm gonna call it. Gets a big counter hit here, and now LimeApple's gonna push to the corner. Has the Roman cancel to continue things, but doesn't have the meter to break the wall. Doesn't start building it back yet.
Lime has that positive bonus cranking for them. But getting red RC here into the corner doesn't get that chance to spend the burst as Arashi's going to send you through. No real resources to fight with on the side of Arashi. LimeApple had the whole world to use as their oyster, able to get themselves on set point for the reset.
Now they're so close to being able to get into that tournament final set, but Arashi not having it yet, wants to use that burst, but gets a big counter hit 2D. Gonna push into the corner, 2P gonna come out, but the 2S does end up whiffing, and now the stun edges are coming out, making things so hard for LimeApple to continue in. But you gotta watch out for those DPs, for those RTLs, and now gets a big hit, has 100 meter on your side, and now LimeApple gonna put us in reset set. Yeah, reset set. Yeah.
And there's so much on the line here, Ukio.
So much on the line. So
For real
much. They
though,
got...
Ryan Milk, you got the stream unmuted? Do those 5 push-ups. Take some time. I'm not even memeing. I'm for real. Take some time. Figure out what's going on. Take that second to figure out what's happening. What we need to do different. Look, 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 look. He's over there. He's over there. I'll do them with you. I'll do them with you. Here. I'll do them with you.
Oh, yeah.
Ready?
Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
So much on the line right now.
Think about it. Think about it, then come back. All right.
Do 20 more push-ups. No. Every single decision that you've ever made has led to this moment, and every single decision that you make after it will be dedicated to how this moment plays out. Do you want to be on the winning side, or do you want to be on the losing side? There's so much that hinges on this.
All is on the line.
For Jeek, it's Cane's. For me, it's dinner.
For me, it's Zaxby's. Here we go.
Well, it might be Zaxby's. Probably not.
96 Leo, Bumble Bomb. Thank you guys for those follows. Guys, it's grand finals of the Jeekly Academy 20.5. Arashi Miruku came here from the winner's side. LimeApple reset the bracket. It all comes down to this. First of 3, who will make it through and graduate in the Jeekly Academy? Let's get it. Duel 1. Let's rock. Starting us off.
Unruly crowd versus, or unruly crowd dairy product versus sour fruit in a very tight set right now. And while LimeApple does have the reset on their side, has that momentum, has kept it from that loser side run, winning that reset, winning that first set 3-0, now has to contend with an Arashi that has gotten a chance to refresh, trying a chance to get back into it, gotten a chance to get a free hit, has the Roman cancel, but doesn't get a chance to use the Dire Clot to break the wall.
Lime does have that tension to spend, is going to get that red RC after the wolf kick, drop the Oki. Arashi with 50 tension to play with and wants to use it, man. I see you. Arashi wants to spend that tension, wants to get that up already. Of course, Arashi very good with the 2Ps in general, but Lime Apple is frame trapping you with that dog kick, and that's what they should be doing here in this Giovanna. Strong stuff from Lime Apple.
Especially whenever you're getting 6Ps like that, pushing Arashi into the wall, and now you got a chance to get down back, and has the dire clock gonna take you to the wall, get that shock state put on you to where so many different plus frames can be in your face at any point in time. But now we're back playing neutral. We're back into this situation. Gets the 5K 6P, goes in for the dog kick, another dog kick, almost 100-meter on Lime Apple's side.
Good throws, heavy stun edge comes out, the shimmy close slash. Arashi pulling out that shimmy option as a strong way to call out Lime Apple from trying to get out of the corner.
I mean, ooh, what a grab, kind of snagging you out of whatever move you're trying to get. Gets the cross up, but has a burst into the corner. Lime Apple running up, getting a throw, running some strike throw pressure right now. 2K, 2D, has multiple hits, so you gotta be willing to do something there. Gets the dog dart, but whiffs, has the PRC though to make it safe and punish the fight back from Arashi.
Bar slash to keep our pressure going. Arashi is lower in the HP, but not lower in the will to win. The counter hit 2D comes out from Lime Apple, goes into the super. That should be enough right here. Ukio, as Lime Apple gets the wall break to confirm it as well. Awesome stuff right there. This Giovanna gets game 1 of the bracket reset.
Dude, Lime Apple is doing such a great job at maintaining this momentum on their side. Arashi, you gotta remember, even if you had a chance to kind of get a second to take your breath and stuff like that, it's not against the rules to go into that character select, kind of move around the screen, maybe switch to stage, switch the music, breathe. Even if you're still in a set, it is not against the rules at all to go back there and kind of take a second to yourself.
Burst comes out from Arashi, getting some distance here. Lime Apple very active on both those buttons. You see a lot of 2Ds, a lot of 6Ps. We're jumping in. We're getting that multi-hitting overhead wall assault to keep that pressure going. Arashi with some good defense, but Lime Apple giving the gap away to call out the DP. Didn't get a big punish after, and Riot Milk is going to take you down the screen.
And now gets a big 2D here. Gets a counter hit on Arashi, trying to press on the meaty button. Takes you to the wall, gets the 50-meter after using it to be able to get into this situation. Lime Apple is in such a great spot right now.
We're bursting through, catching your backdash with that 2S. Riot Milk is going to run you down the screen. The shock state is applied. The red RC keeps that pressure going. Fudra arcing in, 2P checking you as well. Lime will have resources to spend and does so with the burst. 100 tension to fight back with. We're in that Giovanna install, but Arashi doesn't let you see it for very long. We're going to close slash you through. Strong stuff.
Oh yeah, great stuff there. Not only being able to close slash, but has that stun dipper, turning it into the scum dipper with that Roman cancel, and now getting a chance to continue to the corner, but gets another DP spaced out. Lime Apple has been so great at playing at the perfect range, but look at this. Arashi getting a big back throw here, trying to turn things into their favor. Has the DP confirmed, but it doesn't end up connecting. The close slash drops.
Getting that mix, setting Lime through. Only one more hit to take it out. It's going to be this in the red RC to keep the pressure going, but the YRC buys us some time. The back throw comes out from Lime. We got you in the corner. Arashi waiting for a chance to spend that DP. It comes out in the gap. Lime goes down here as Arashi gets their first game here in the grand finals. But it doesn't matter when you get the game. It just matters who gets to 3 first. But we're evened up right now, Ukio.
Evened up right now, and it's been such a close set on the side, or been such a close set so far for Arashi. You know, finally getting a chance to adapt, finally getting a chance to kind of settle into their own, and they know that they're in this grand finals for a reason, tying it up 1-1 in such a convincing fashion there.
We're bursting through. That counter hit bar slash comes out. I love that 2D from full screen. Lime gonna keep this Riot Milk in the corner. Whoa! The flip kick actually puts us in the corner with the burst.
That is insane. What a smart burst there from Arashi, and now goes up, gets the whiff throw, but has a great press there, knowing that they didn't have shock state on them, knowing that Arashi was minus, and now going into the corner. We've seen this once before. Arashi able to get a big back throw. Dire Clot going to be able to break the wall with another Dire Clot, establish those press frames, get that shock state, and now LimeApple back dashing on round start, maybe starting to feel the pressure of Arashi kind of getting back into the set.
The red RC comes out 5D to line it up. Arashi did get their burst there, but didn't have the chance to spend it, or very wisely chose not to. And big shout outs to our friend Patriarch Panda, who just ran their weekly Saturday bracket for EU participants, the Pandemonium. Thank you very much, homie, for that raid. I appreciate it very much. Patriarch Panda, big commentator here in the scene for Guilty Gear Strive on the Backpack Brawl, on Paragon and TNS as of late, and also running their own bracket. Thank you very much for that one, homie. You're here at the Gexey Academy 20.5. This is a bi-weekly beginner bracket. We're fighting it out. We're clash canceling here in the middle of the screen. LimeApple is in grand finals reset, trying to take it out against Arashi Miruku to graduate. But will this Riot Milk slow things down?
Me when I YRC. Getting a chance to Roman cancel here. Gonna be able to break the wall. Such a strong outing for LimeApple, playing so patient on defense, knowing that Arashi has their back to the wall right now. Having a chance to kind of get some zoning set up. 5K goes into the dog kick, and now Chipp runs them down for the throw.
Evened up in the rounds, evened up in the games. To give you guys some context, the Raiders who just got here, LimeApple reset the bracket on a 3-0. But Arashi's been able to slow things down a bit here against this Giovanna. LimeApple with some very strong pressure here in the corner, some very good defense as well. It's going to send Arashi through the wall. Has that burst to keep ourselves checked as well if we need it. But this 5-framer, Arashi getting in with the red RC, Lime holding on to that burst until just the right moment.
Now, not only that, but has a 100-meter on their side. Both these players are in such a great spot now. One of them does almost have burst, though. The 6K gonna give us some plus frames. Has the HDP conversion, so much damage, and Arashi is up 2-1. One game away from claiming this tournament, even after being reset.
I mean, here's the thing, man. Even if I did have a favorite, I wouldn't tell you, right? But I honestly, genuinely have no preference in terms of who wins this one, man. Like, in terms of, or rather, how do I word this wisely? I want both of them to do so well. Arashi, first ever Academy top 8, was the Gexey Academy 13. LimeApple's the Academy 10. So both these players have been in the trenches in these beginner brackets. It would be awesome to see either one of them make it through. So not that I don't have a preference, but I prefer them both. I don't know how to word that. I'm looking for a strong set either way. LimeApple gonna take this Kai down the screen, gonna hit them in the corner, has that 50 tension to confirm it to the Tatsu if we can get the wall splat.
Now getting a chance to DP out, not even getting a chance to stick to the wall, but all these resources on the side of LimeApple already going into the Dragon install and hard knockdown. Gonna send you back, and now we're using these projectiles, but a big 2D counter hit, Roman cancel, send you close to the wall, but doesn't end up connecting with the combo that would have killed.
But the run-up 6P does it. LimeApple been showing you that 6P all day. First is just a simple anti-air, but also as a frame trap tool and also as an approaching command normal. Arashi got you in the corner, got that shock state applied. Lime with some good defense. I love that Lime still does the dash forward out of the corner. That is some active defense you got to represent. But the 2D, a little too active for this RTL as Arashi sends you through with a hard knockdown.
Not only that, but getting a chance to run up, tries to go for the charge dust, but we react to those, especially whenever the nerves are this high, when the adrenaline is pumping, gets a big counter hit reversal, able to continue the combo, but Arashi not having it, wants this win now. 5K into the dog kick, has a 100-meter on their side. YRC here, 2K 2D, goes into this Dire Clot, can't believe I stumbled, but has a close slash there, and now Arashi is on tournament point.
Lime showing you that very active 2D though, still fighting back. Arashi has to get out of this corner the old-fashioned way. No burst, no YRC. You gotta block it out and then get a chance to fight back. Lime's got that shock state apply, gonna backdash away, and then lining up the 5H after. If you're getting 5H counter hit by Giovanna, you're getting fucked up. Good stuff right there from Lime, going to the Tatsu hard knockdown.
Goes in for the throw, has the meter right as the throw connects, but burst is gonna build as we get stuck to the wall, and Jeek. We're going to game 5 of Reset.
Ukyo, and that combo was, oh my god, I'm trying not to curse too much for YouTube. That combo was nuts, insane. Bro. Oh my god. Full charge dusting after the make sure we kill. Lime Apple putting on a show. Arashi Miruku putting on a show. We're on game 5. Remember how hyped we were at the first game of Winter Side Top 8 with Arashi and Wondering Yoshi? I'm feeling it all over again. Here we go, guys. Grand Finals Reset. Game 5. Let's get it.
All I know is that every single time Arashi has been in game 5 of this tournament, they have won. They've gotten here through Winner's Side, getting through Jack's number 3 fan, getting through Wandering Yoshi, and now having a chance to topple Lime Apple and stop their momentum. One game stands between these players and winning this tournament. Now, going into the round start, bar slash coming out from Arashi, but getting the jump in, has those plus frames. You can't mash there. 2K, 2D, gonna give us a hard knockdown, and now, not very many defensive options on the side of Lime Apple.
The counter hit close slash makes Arashi want to send that burst. Foudre arcing here. Both our players, dude, we're so active with our buttons in neutral. Lime with these backdashes, with the 5Hs forward, with the 6Ps. Arashi trying to Foudre arc in, trying to 6P ourselves. You saw the 2S there to try to fight out of the corner, but Lime is keep doing here, boxing back a bit. The Dire Cloud Red RC tried to get the corner steal. Lime saved right here for a moment.
Whiffing that grab there, not exactly where you want to be, and if you're in a spot against Lime Apple, hard knockdown, positive bonus, gonna be such a great thing. Only a little over 50 burst and not even 50 tension on your side right now. If you're Arashi, use it for that red wild assault, and now has the YRC, gets the 2K, goes for the tick throw, and now you've got the projectile on your side, goes for the jump, but no, the whiff, the grab, and now Lime Apple is on tournament point themselves.
The counter hit 2D comes out again. It's all she wrote. It could be. Arashi does have that burst. Oh my god, I love that tech. We are not giving up, man. We are active on our defense. We're trying to fight back here in the corner despite being down right now. Has that 50 tension on the side of Lime Apple and that burst as well. Arashi trying to get some zoning done. Lime Apple doing a lot of backdashes and 6Ps, trying to call it out with those projectiles. Waiting for a second to see if we want to burst, and it does come out. Lime Apple does not want to give away that positive bonus.
Especially not in this situation, but gets a big counter hit, has the rush forward, gets the 5K, such an active move, has the flippy dippy to break the wall, and now Arashi chases the backdash. Game 5, last round, last set of this entire tournament. One round separates the winner from getting this tournament crown.
Lime Apple with a DP bait to start it off here in the last round. That's a lot of damage. Has the flip kick after the secure it. We do have 50 tension to fight back with, active with our normals. It's going to be that 5K to start it off. Backdoor from Arashi Miruku. Heavy stun as they build up some meter. Gets the pickup. Lime Apple will have their burst here. Arashi saw it too and went for the bait. The stun dipper comes out, but just in time for the burst.
Now using that meter, gets a run up and throw, has 100 bursts on their side. 2K, 2D, has the room and cancel, gets the HCP follow, but no! Doesn't break the wall with Jason's for the throw anyways, and Arashi gets your tournament crown after being reset, after being so close to death from Lime Apple, able to clutch it out and gives us a set to remember. I'm in a couple of different orgs, as you know, and many of you might have already competed in before, but one of the orgs that I am in is in GGG. We run our own beginner bracket every other Sunday. Not next Sunday because we will be taking a break for Evo, but whenever we come back, we will be running a bracket, and we want all of you to join. We love having new members inside of our community, and if you're willing to join, please do. But don't be fretting though if you're not able to join our bracket because you're maybe over the skill cap. We'd love to have you in our community anyways. Any help that you can give to new players would always be welcome. But if you want more of me, I try to stream every other day at twitch.tv/YukioFGC. And not only that, but you can also follow me at Twitter on at the same address, Yukio FGC.
Guys, thank you so much for supporting the Geekly. Big shouts to everyone who played today. Big shouts to Arashi Miruku for graduating. We're going to have our next academy in 2 weeks from now, and also our next open. It's going to be every Friday, except next Friday, because I'll be at EVO. Come check us out. There's going to be a lot of familiar faces there. I'll give you a sticker if you come say hi. Every Friday, 8 p.m. EST is the Geekly Open. Bi-weekly on Saturdays is the Geekly Academy beginner brackets. And then if you check us out on Thursdays here in Edgewater, Maryland, that's our Geekly offline. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great weekend. Everyone, stay safe. Peace out. See you next time.